try to use not to use the video if it's possible because of the issues of connection.
Sure, no worries at
Sure,
all, Your
as far as
Excellency.
you are here.
Thank you, and nice to meet you all, guys.
Nice
Assalamu
to
alaikum to all of you.
Alaikum salam. So please, can we please ask everyone to mute his microphone? We are very, very honored to have right now His Highness Sheikh Ahmed bin Faisal Al Qasimi, who just logged and joined our BizMatcher online show. Ya Tol Amr, it's a pleasure to have you here on the show, and we hope you will enjoy it. We have been joined.
We also have Dr. Sanjar here.
We have Dr. Sanjar Muminov, our chief IP expert. Hi, Dr. Sanjar. Pleasure to have you.
Hello.
Hi, great to see you. We have Mr. Marcin Lapa from our jury of investors and the managing director of the private office of His Highness Sheikh Ahmed bin Faisal Al Qasimi. Hi, Marcin, how are you? Marcin, feel free to unmute your microphone.
Yeah, thank you, guys. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's my pleasure to be the part of this so excited event this evening. I wish everyone good luck. Thank you.
Yes, indeed. Thank you very much, Mr. Marcin. And we just have been His Excellency, Mr. Adnan Al-Nourani, the chairman of the board of the private office of His Highness Sheikh Ahmed bin Faisal Al Qasimi just joined us. Your Excellency, it's a pleasure to have you, Mr. Adnan. Feel free to unmute your microphone, Your Excellency. Can you hear us? Alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. Can you hear us, Your Excellency?
Alhamdulillah, yes.
Great. Is the sound great from your side? Can you hear us properly, Your Excellency, Mr. Adnan?
His Highness also on the board,
Yes.
but I need to confirm when it will be ready that His Highness can join.
Sure. We have seen His Highness joining. I think there is some. I hope he will be back soon.
No, he is there. No, he is there.
His Highness is there. Great.
Yeah.
Yes, actually, His Highness is connected, Your Excellency, Mr. Adnan.
Okay.
Great. So we will start officially in 5 minutes. We have been joined by Mr. Michael Cruz from NXT Diamonds. Hi, Michael.
Hi, Jonathan.
Pleasure to see you, Michael. Pleasure.
Thank you, Munir.
And we have among our investors, Mr. Andrei Sivkov. Hi, Andrei.
Hello everyone.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you guys?
Yes, very good. Glad to see you.
Yeah.
So we're still missing Olesia. We're still missing, I think, 7 startups who did not make it to the technical tests, but we really hope they will be ready once their number will be up for the presentation. So we have Mr. Igor Nozov, who is joining, I believe from Russia. All right. That's fantastic. Olesia, Mr. Timur, can we make sure the rest of the remaining startup have joined? We have Mr. Oman Bananeish. It's always a great pleasure to see the list of the attendees growing as we speak, over and over, up and up. And we will start officially in 5 minutes. Olesia, is Mr. Timur with us? Okay, now we have Akhil Ahmed from Trickstore amongst the startup who will be pitching, who just joined. Excellent. And now we have Mr. Sebastian Tarta from Spain, who is representing Happy Holiday live from Barcelona. Hi, Sebastián.
Hello, Maureen. How are you?
Hola, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo estás?
Perfecto.
Es un placer de verte ahora. Sorry, guys.
See you again.
Switching to Spanish. Are you ready?
Definitely, yes. as
Yes.
always.
So we only have 4 minutes left before we will all officially start. If you want, for the sake of the testing, feel free to share your screen of your PowerPoint presentation and make sure it's running smoothly before we can start officially. So you have the right to present your screen right now, Mr. Sebastian. Feel free. And then after your technical test, we will have to chain up directly with the presentation of the officials. And we have been joined by a couple of people right now.
There's one question, please. My business partner can connect him with the same link right now?
Yes, sure, absolutely.
Okay.
We have among us Mr. Omar Al-Marzouki. Assalamu alaikum, Mr. Omar Al-Marzouki. It's a pleasure to have you on the BizMatcher online show.
Okay, let's see.
All right, we've been joined by His Excellency Mr. Ghanim Al-Falasi from the Dubai Silicon Oasis Authority. Now we have
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
Wa alaikum salam.
Your Excellency, it's a pleasure to have you here, Mr. Ghanim Al-Falasi. Sebastian, can you go? Thank you very much. Can you go to the last slide, Mr. Sebastian?
Yes, let me give you a moment, please.
Munir, you're very dark.
I am. So I'll try
It's the
to.
light.
I will try to lighten my face. You're right. Mohammed Nisadi is back. Okay, so great.
عليك بقيام الليل يا بني.
Oh my God. Yeah, don't lose your sense of humor, Your Excellency. It's great to have you on board. Okay, Sebastian, this is perfect. Can you please stop sharing your screen? And we will now start officially the BizMatcher online show. We have Lord Derek Oopkamp is joining us. This is perfect. Mr. Timur, can we?
Do we allow another 2 minutes, or we are on time?
We are exactly on time. We have Mustafa Ahmed from Saudi Arabia. Our board of advisors is coming now, and we have Mr. Engineer Ali Abdelhaq Al-Balushi is joining.
And I'm here also, Timur, Derek.
Hi, Derek. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Derek.
Mr. Munir, I think His Highness already joined. You can speak.
Superb. Okay,
so shall we start?
Yes, Bismillah, let's run the show. All right, so thank you very much, everyone. We are very honored and happy and excited to introduce you to the first edition of BizMatcher online show. My name is Mr. Munir Barmani, and I'm the CEO and founder of Signature Network. So just to give you a brief aspect, we'll have to mute everyone right now. I hope you can still hear me. So Signature Network is a platform dedicated to high-profile networking events worldwide, and it's a company based here in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. So thank you very much for attending once again the online show on Zoom. I'll pass the microphone to Mr. Timur Kudratov, the CEO and founder of Luxury World Key, our business partner for this amazing platform. Timur, your microphone is unmuted.
Thank you, Munir. My mic is unmuted. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining. Really glad that we're finally on time. Just wanted to announce that we are officially live now. The current session is going live through YouTube and directly into an online TV, Vintera TV, directly to 10 million subscribers. So I wish to welcome everyone on board. As Munir said, my name is Timur Kudratov. I run and manage Luxury World Key group of companies here in Dubai since 2006. And today's session is just a blessing through if we just take away all the difficulties every business has been facing too. And here we have on board and people from government and your excellencies And thank you very much all for joining. We still have more to come. So yeah, Munir,
Thank
we
you
are
very,
on.
thank you very much, Timur. Ladies and gentlemen, please allow us to introduce you to our strategic partner, and it's an honor, His Highness Sheikh Ahmed bin Faisal Al Qasimi. Ya Tawal Amr, over to you. تفضل يا طويل العمر.
I think you need to mute his mic.
The microphone of His Highness is muted. Yes, now it's unmuted. تفضل يا طويل العمر. The microphone is muted.
السلام عليكم، كيف حالكم أجمعين؟
الحمد لله
بخير.
الحمد لله كله طيب.
حياك.
شرف كبير هذا يا طويل العمر.
شرف لنا جميع، وباب مكتبنا موجود للجميع. حياكم الله. ورئيس مجلس الإدارة الأخ عدنان موجود في الخدمة إن شاء الله، ذراعي اليمين.
شكرا يا طويل العمر، شكرا كثير. Thank you very much for your presence and for your blessing, Your Highness. Let's give the microphone to His Excellency Mr. Adnan Al Nourani, the Chairman of the Board of the Private Office of Sheikh Ahmed bin Faisal Al Qasimi. Mr. Adnan, it's always a pleasure, and I would like to thank you on behalf of Signature Network and Luxury Walkie for supporting us all along the way for this amazing platform. We give you the microphone.
Gentlemen, welcome to this event show, online show. As you know, we have a great people among us, and first of all, His Excellency Marwan Al-Sirkal, God bless him, and we have Engineering Ali Abdul Haq Al-Bulushi. Thank you for joining, and His Excellency Ghanem Al-Fulasi, God bless you as well, and a lot of great people, and plus Captain Umar Al-Marzouqi, he's from Dubai Police, and Mr. Sir Anthony Retoza, our strategic partner with designer Sheikh Ahmed bin Faisal Al Qasimi. Welcome, and welcome and other peoples. This online show is related to how to make business and how to welcome the investment to United Arab Emirates. As you know, in the current situation, COVID-19, we were the first to act and open everything behalf of the people, and our government, our leaders, they support us a lot. God bless our country and our leaders. And as you know, Dubai especially is the city that can bring a business, Dubai and Abu Dhabi and the left Emirates. We are welcoming everyone, and my mic I can give to Mr. Munir. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, for your kind words. Indeed. Let's move on to His Excellency Mr. Marwan Jassim Al-Sirkal from Shuruk Investment and representative of the Emirates of Sharjah. Your Excellency, feel free to you have the microphone, so you can feel free to make a statement. He's back. His Excellency is back. He was actually logged off, and he's now back in. So we just allowed him back in.
Sorry, guys.
Yes.
I got disconnected.
No problem. It's your turn, Your Excellency. Feel free to make your introduction.
At first, I would like to thank His Excellency Sheikh Ahmed Al Qasimi for inviting me to be part of this event. Also, I send my regards to everyone that's attending this
His
event.
His Highness, actually, Your Excellency.
And also His Excellency Adnan Nourani, and all of the participants that are actually attending today's session. It's a great honor for us to be part of this session. I am not in my normal place in an office. I am basically out of my office with my family. So I thought of making sure that at least I can join in and greet you all, tell you more about Sharjah and the investment opportunities in the Emirate of Sharjah. And maybe we can see something together that we can actually build on. It's an honor to be here. I'm happy to support you in any ways investing in Sharjah and telling you more about the investment opportunities in the Emirate of Sharjah. Thank you.
That's amazing. Thank you, Your Excellency Marwan Jassim Al Qasimi. Let's move on to Captain Omar Mohammed Zubair Al Marzouqi, the Captain representative of Dubai Police and Criminal Investigation of Dubai Police, CID. I don't know if Captain Omar can hear us.
You need to mute his
I'm
microphone.
sure Captain Omar can hear us all.
Sure. So let's unmute the Captain Omar. There we go.
No.
Captain Omar, can you please unmute your microphone because we cannot unmute you. It's actually coming from your side.
السلام
Yes.
عليكم.
عليكم السلام ورحمة الله.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. في البداية أحب أشكر الشيخ أحمد بن فيصل القاسمي على الدعوة الكريمة هذه، والأخوي عدنان النوراني. أنا صراحة فرحان أن أكون معاكم. شكرا جزيلا على الدعوة.
شكرا، وهذا شرف كبير. It's a great pleasure, Captain Omar al-Marzouqi, for joining us live from the Criminal Investigation Department of Dubai Police. Let's move on to our next guest of honor, His Excellency Ghanim Al-Falasi, representing the Dubai Silicon Oasis Authority. Your Excellency, I will have to unmute your microphone.
He's on.
He's on. All right. Your Excellency, Mr. Ghanim.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you very much for having me here. I give my great really appreciation to His Highness Sheikh Ahmed and my brother Adnan, and also all of you here. Really, I'd like to just to say that we as a Silicon Oasis, we are the platform for hosting technology businesses and entrepreneurs and startup. So I hope that this will be resulted in a positive way, that we can host all of you really physically in Silicon Oasis soon, inshallah, after this pandemic change. And we still, I mean, it will be very beneficial that we have this kind of physical interaction. Yes, now Signature has this way of connecting each other, but this is one step forward for a physical gathering and really exchanging ideas and businesses together. Hopefully to see you there also. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much,
Thank
Your
you.
Excellency.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
Mr. Ghanim Al-Falasi, representing the Dubai Silicon Oasis Authority. Let's move on to Engineer Ali Abdul Haq Al-Balushi, representing Etihad Credit Insurance and United Arab Emirates Federal Government. Feel free to Mr. Ali to unmute your microphone and introduce yourself. It's a pleasure to have you.
First of all, I would like to thank His Highness Sheikh Ahmed bin Faisal Al-Qasimi for inviting me for this great show. And I'm presenting Etihad Credit Insurance, have nominated by His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid to be a board member of Etihad Credit Insurance, to give the support for all the new business makers in United Arab Emirates to expand more and more in worldwide sector. Alhamdulillah, under the guidance of our leaders, UAE lead the Samina region in terms of many levels such as happiness, integrations of UAE national and residents, new technologies, and even aerospace industries, which is I'm part in it too, in Edge Group companies. I'm really proud to have this opportunity to serve our nation, to lead the worldwide in the nearest future. Hope this meeting of each of you and share the brightness idea to move forward and expanding in the business in United Arab Emirates and worldwide.
Thank you very much, Engineer Ali Abdul Haq Al-Balushi, representing Etihad Credit Insurance of UAE and UAE Federal Government. Let's move on to Sir Anthony Ritosa, representing the Ritosa Family Office. Sir Anthony, it's a pleasure to have you on the platform.
Thank you.
Please.
Thank you for joining.
Thank you very much.
Feel free to.
Salam alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
It's also a pleasure and a great honor. Thank you, Your Highness Sheikh Ahmed Al-Qasimi, for inviting me here as well, and His Excellency Adnan Al-Marouni. Thank you so much as well. I'm the chairman of Ritosa Family Office. We're headquartered in Dubai. We recently moved our family office last year to be based in UAE, and it's a very exciting time to be in the region. And looking forward to today's webinar. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sir Anthony Ritosa. Again, a pleasure to have you here. We are very pleased to have our charity partner, Penny Appeal Middle East, represented by his CEO, Mr. Mohammed Bali. Mr. Mohammed Bali, it's a pleasure to have you on BizMatcher Online Show, and Mr. Bali would like to get us the awareness about the COVID-19 campaign, which is currently running with Penny Appeal Middle East. Feel free to introduce yourself, Mr. Bali. You can unmute your microphone. Hello?
Thank you. Yeah, can you hear me?
You're here, yes. Loud and clear.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Good evening or good afternoon. Thank you, dear Munir, and good evening, Your Highness Sheikh Ahmed and Your Excellencies. Thank you for this invite. And I know that everyone is eager to start this this event of for the candidates to pitch their projects. I'll just take a few minutes, and first of all, I would like to thank you for giving us this opportunity as Penny Appeal Dubai to introduce ourselves. And also, I would like to thank our partner Yalla Give, who have been always been great supporter. I'll speak today with great pleasure and honor, and just to present who is Penny Appeal. Penny Appeal is a UK-based organization and was established in 2009. We expanded our presence into USA, Canada, Australia, South Africa, and Dubai. We operate in 35 countries in Africa, Asia, the Middle East, and Latin America. In addition to our disasters and emergencies, we also have development projects where we support local communities in education, water and sanitation, as well as healthcare. We strive to provide support to local organizations, this to help them build their capacity and become agents of change themselves. As you can imagine, our current focus is on COVID-19 response, where we supported over 1 million worldwide people affected by COVID. And this support was in terms of providing them with food, hygiene packs, PPE to frontline workers, and supporting families financially to bridge the gap as they are coping with the impact of COVID-19. We have, in addition to our home countries where we responded in UK, USA, South Africa, and Australia, we also responded in Pakistan, Bangladesh, in Cox's Bazar, helping the Rohingya refugees, in Palestine and Syria. You can imagine that many of these countries, a large portion of the society, namely daily workers, rely on their daily income to survive and feed their families. Therefore, the imposed lockdown has had disastrous impact on them. Penny Appeal ensured that our support will help them in mitigating this impact. We had great response from our supporters who responded to our call. But as you can imagine, there's still a long way to go. Therefore, I would like to thank again Munir for his support and for Signature Network in making us their charity of choice. So without taking much of your time, to know more about Penny Appeal, you can log into pennyappealme.org. We are registered in Dubai under International Humanitarian City and partner of Yalla Give. So once again, thank you, dear Munir, and all the best for your event. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you very much, Mr. Mohammed Bali, for your presentation about your COVID-19 global campaign. So let's move on to our first ever startup pitch. We have Mr. Ahmed from Sintratech. Ahmed, are you ready?
Munir.
Yes,
Munir, but before we move to startup, I just wanted to request to pass on the rights to our moderator.
Yes,
So
sorry.
from
Where are
now
my
on, she can-
manners?
Yeah. And I wish everyone a success, and as well, I would like to give a big credit to both of our teams, Munir, and everyone worked so hard, including Alessia and Lola, who is joining us, Aliona, and everyone who worked towards combining everything to have this amazing event. So pass on to Ahmed. There you go.
Perfect. Can everyone see my screen?
Yes, just a second, Mr. Ahmed. Yes, just a second. Okay, well, right. Sorry, please go on, Mr. Ahmed. Go on.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. My name is Ahmed Zabi. I am grateful to be a part of this group of teams that are pitching to you today. Before I start, I just have to warn you that the second slide after the slide after this one has some gruesome photos, so please be advised. So, my company is Sinter Health Technologies. I am the CEO, and our target is to reduce diabetic amputations in the aging population. Here we go with the photos. This is an example of a grade 2 and a grade 3 diabetic foot ulcer. It affects a majority of the population of diabetics. Almost 25% will get a diabetic foot ulcer, and this is what they have to go through. By grade 3, the patient will lose their foot, meaning that they will be amputated and they will lose the ability to use that foot. In the MENA region in 2018, almost 55 million people were diagnosed with diabetes, and almost 2.7 million had diabetic foot ulcers. In the year 2045, that's expected to double to almost 5 million yearly diabetic foot ulcer cases. And the statistics currently show that 1 in 5 MENA resident will go through an amputation, so that's a 20% amputation rate.
Sorry, can we please? Sorry, guys, can we please make sure all the microphones are muted? Otherwise, we'll have to remove any participant who has enabled his microphone from the online show. Thank you very much for your understanding. Please, Ahmed, sorry for the disturbance. Please.
No, it's okay. So 20% amputation rate and an 80% mortality rate within 5 years, meaning that once a patient has undergone an amputation, they have an 80% chance of dying within the first 5 years. Now, what's our solution? Our solution is to use the patient's own living cells from their fat tissue to heal their wounds. So we take a small liposuction of fat from their abdomen, we insert that fat into our consumable, and then insert that consumable into our centrifuge system, which is a patented technology in the US and around the world. This system allows us to break down the fat tissue into smaller pieces so that we can re-inject that fat tissue back into the wound and heal it from the inside out. And this can all be done in under an hour. So our business model is pretty simple. We're outsourcing our manufacturing, so there's no upfront capital cost on our end. The centrifuge system, which is our benchtop system, will be sold at $10,000. And our AdipoChip system, which is our consumables, this is the bread and maker of our business, is going to be sold at $1,000. Now, in the United States, there are Medicare reimbursement codes that will cover our procedure up to $2,500. Our goal is to work with our MENA partner to see what types of reimbursements we can get in the MENA region. On the intellectual property, as I mentioned, we have several patents approved, granted, freedom to operate, and we also have exclusive rights to all these patents. The market is a multi-billion-dollar market in the MENA region specifically. The advanced wound care around the world is valued at $20 billion, and the diabetic foot ulcer market makes up almost half, $6 billion. And the wound dressing market, which is the currently standard of care in the MENA region, is valued at $1 billion. So the goal is to disrupt the wound dressing market and target the full overall diabetic foot ulcer market with not just a treatment, but eventually a prevention method for it. Now, on our gross projections of gross revenue by year 6, we're estimating about $100 million in gross revenue. And this is roughly about 60,000 people. 60,000 people to treat. Now imagine what we could do if we can expand it to the full 2.75. Now our market strategy is early sales through partnerships. So these are a few hospitals and clinics in the MENA region that we would like to operate with and collaborate with, like the Emirates Hospital, Mayo Clinic, Abu Dhabi Health Services, the Kuwait Stem Cell Center. So all of these guys together would help us push and really make an impact in the region. So our current competitors, again, in the region of the Middle East, is just standard of care, debridement, where you cut the skin to let it bleed, padding and offloading so that you can allow the foot to help, heal the wounded area, and then a boot that basically gets strapped onto the feet. The problem is that the course of treatment takes on average 4 to 6 months. So imagine you going every single week to your doctor to go through this. And the average cost of illness in the MENA region is $12,000. And the average success rate is about 26%. So this is not great, and this is not what the people need. So the way we compare is that we're targeting a single application, meaning the patient comes in once and leaves and doesn't have to get the same therapy again for their ulcer. And the price point is where we really make an impact. We're charging $1,000 for one-time injection versus multiple applications. So I'm great to have an amazing team supporting me. We have people that have been in the wound care space for over 15 years, like Dane Shackelford, people in the government in the United States, like Ron King, and then also our regulatory and compliance, like Naveen, who have really helped structure and shape the outcome of this business. So the investment, we are looking to raise a $10 million investment to target multiple topics. On the first part, clinical trials, so that we can complete our 100-patient study. Patents, so that we can get worldwide coverage. Regulatory, so that we can get not only 510K approval, but multiple indications for use and utilize the 510K in the United States to get regulatory approval in the Middle East. Product development, that we can get our fully commercialized unit out and ready to go. Right now, we have a clinical trials ready device, but we want to get this commercial use out. We want to hire and expand, push the science of our therapy, push the applications of our therapy. So we need to expand our team and hire more individuals. And then lastly, sales and marketing. So we already have pre-sales in the US in the plastic surgery space, but the goal with this is to really start attacking the diabetic foot ulcer distribution chain. Lastly, with $10 million, as I mentioned, Dane used to be part of Spiracor. They were a negative wound pressure therapy device in the market. After only 3 years of operation in the VA system in the United States, they were generating about $15 million in year 3. Their valuation was well over $100 million, and they were purchased by one of the largest wound care companies in the world today, which was now purchased by 3M. So with Cinter and its current pathways with FDA clearance, human clinical trials, and the sales numbers of year 6, we're looking at a 7.5x multiple of revenue and purchase price by any of these potential players in the field. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for your presentation, Mr. Ahmed. Alessia, our moderator, Alessia Gavrilova. Sorry, I forgot to introduce you. Alessia, can you please check if we have any questions from the jury of investors and advisors following Mr. Ahmed's presentation?
Munir, what I can see that people want to have more detailed conversation. I believe what we can do, we can move on, because sure. I have, I can see several inquiries.
Super.
People want to have more detailed conversation with Ahmed. So what we can do, as we agreed, we can move on with the second pitch.
Sure.
And Alessia will book everyone to
for a private room talk. Excellent.
Yeah.
We are very happy for you, Ahmed. We're opening the show with potential investment offers and questions. So before we move on to to the second startup, we would like to just give the microphone to Pega Gol to make a small introduction of herself. Pega Gol is the #1 Amazon seller for her book. Miss Pega, please, if you want to make a statement.
I think we need to close the presentation of Ahmed.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, done.
Pega, can you hear us? Can you unmute your microphone, Miss Pega? Yes, it's just, you have to click on the microphone icon. Yes, there we go. We can't hear you. There is no sound. You need to plug something. No, still not, unfortunately. What we can do, Ms. Pega, you can feel free to leave the meeting and come back again. There might be some technical glitch. Sometimes it does happen. And for the time being, let's move on to startup #2, okay? Thank you so much. Before moving to the second startup, we would like to remind everyone the code of conduct. As long as everyone is logged in the platform, please feel free to mute your microphone to avoid any external noise disturbance, to make sure all the startups will be able to perform their business venture in the most peaceful environment. Thank you so much. And each and every startup has exactly 5 minutes to present their business venture, and there will be 5 minutes dedicated to question and answers. Let's move on to, yes, Timur, over to you.
Second startup, yeah. So we have David Hassan.
David Hassan.
He's the legal advisor who would be presenting the project.
Yes.
And
hello.
okay.
So
Hi.
I'm going to share the screen. sorry, technical assistance.
Sure.
It's always good to have 3 or 4 people doing presentation.
Yes.
So the lawyer David Hassan representing Roxane Paris,
Yes,
if I'm
nice
not
to
mistaken.
meet you. I'm very glad to introduce that project today.
Sure.
Can I start now?
Yes.
That's perfect. Okay, so I'm going to present you the Roxane project, which is an innovation in high luxury end dimension, opening new doors in that field. So today we have limits with the diamond and with the diamond industry in general, which are set by nature and by technical restrictions. So first of all, a big gem is very rare and costly. A gem has limited brilliance because 1 diamond equals 1 brilliance equals 1 color. A gem cannot be customized. The said gem is partly hidden and the gem has limited optimal cuts. You cannot cut a diamond in the very middle, right? So what we offer with the Roxane project is a brand new solution to all those problems. So with many small gems, which are ideally cut, we're gonna make one big diamond cut stone with a precious metal-based structure. So first of all, we're gonna have multiplied brilliance because, as I told you earlier, 1 diamond equals 1 brilliance, but as we're gonna put a multitude of diamonds, the brilliance is gonna be multiplied. So we're going to be able to have endless customization, and it's going to be entirely visible. We're going to have, we're going to be able to have lots of different pieces, and we're going to be able to answer the client's needs, right? So you can have rings, you can have, for instance, tagine dishes, you can have cufflinks, you can have caviar boxes, you can have champagne corks, etc., etc. So our point is to answer the needs of the client by having a patented new technology in designing diamonds and jewelry in general. So our business model is the following. So we're going to have 1 collection and tailor-made products at first, and the production cost of 1 unit goes from 10,000 euros to infinite, depending on the client's needs. And we are targeting ultra-luxury clientele and ultra-luxury professionals in order to, as I said, create products in haute couture, haute cuisine, yachts, supercars, etc., etc. And our target is around 12 million euros of revenue, and a collection of 200 units and a stock of 100 units. Our strategy is focused on 2 points. First of all, scarcity, and second of all, distribution. So regarding, sorry, I'm just gonna move this, voila. So regarding scarcity marketing, so as I said, it's gonna be infinite customizability. We are gonna present all the pieces in pre-sales events, in rooftops and hotels, in private lounges and airports, etc., etc. And we're going to hire business introducers and present our pieces in the world's best luxury spots, and focus on digital marketing too and social media in order for our concept to be known and renowned. Regarding our competitors, obviously we're going to face competition with the luxury brands such as LVMH, Hermes, Richemont, etc., etc. But the thing which is going to distinguish us from our competitors is our patented concept, because we have a unique concept which is completely patented. So we have a patent which has been agreed in France, which is protected under the Berne Convention, and which allows us to transform something very ordinary into something very extraordinary. So basically, we're going to luxify anything that the client wants to luxify, which can go from cufflinks to wheels to mirrors to anything. Last of all, I'm going to introduce you to the team. So this is Daniel Tweed, who is with me, who is the creator and who has been working on this project for more than 20 years. He has a very large network. He works with the best workshops in Paris and abroad. For instance, he works with the best craftsman in France, Meilleur Ouvrier de France, and he's been working with him for many, many years. You have Brice Nabet, who is a financial manager, David Asson, who is the telecom engineer, and I am the law clerk and the translator too. So as I said, So Mr. Tweel has been investing a lot of money, of time, of energy, and we are looking forward to working with you. We are looking for an investment of 3 million euros, which will be dispatched on 5 years. You will bring 3 million, the business introducers, and a distribution network. And what we offer in counterpart is 30% of the company, propriety of the products, our expertise and professional network, and obviously our excellence and our knowledge on that field. So regarding the financial planning, the 2 first years are going to be focused on developing the brand and networking. And starting from the 3rd year to the 5th year, we're going to be able to have a profitable concept. So as I said, it's a unique, revolutionary, exclusive, and expandable concept. We are looking forward to working with investors in order for this patented concept to be known and renowned worldwide. And 3 million will allow us, first of all, to develop it, second of all, to be profitable. So thank you very much for listening to our pitch, and I'm looking forward to discussing with investors. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The
Thank you
lawyer
very much.
representing David Hassan, can you please stop sharing the presentation?
Yes.
Mr. Simur, I give you the mic to address to
Thank you
the.
very much.
Thank you.
Just want to remind everyone, whenever you join, put your mics off, and Olesya, make sure that you control while the pitching that there are no background sounds. But excited so far, and you can see very familiar faces. Spencer, thank you very much for joining. Everyone, Mohammed Al Mazrouki, thank you. Thanks everyone who joined, and we move on.
Yes, sure, we move on. Do we have, if you have any queries, investors and advisors for David Hassan's amazing project, please get in touch with our moderator for taking the talks further.
Yeah, you can contact directly Olesya on the chat, or request, or raise your hand, and she will just record all everyone in the queue.
Olesya is our moderator. So we'll move on to number 3.
Forward.
Yes, we have a query, a request. Can we please move on to Mohammed Al Marzouqi? Mohammed Al Marzouqi, please, if you can unmute your microphone and start your business venture. Tfaddal. We cannot hear you, Mr. Al Marzouqi.
Hello.
Yes.
You are hearing now?
Yes.
You're okay?
Yes.
Actually, I'm not ready with the presentation. Okay, I can just
okay.
say that I have a project which I started 2 years ago, and the project is a lubricant company. This lubricant company is started already. 85% of this project is being done, and up to now we have invested almost 26 million dirhams. And I'm looking for some investor to support me with my project. The project is going to be one of the largest lubricant factory in the UAE. The capacity of this lubricant factory, it is about 600 containers per month, which 90% of those would be re-exported for foreign countries like Africa or Europe or America. The main concept of mine is to get some investor and support me to complete my factory. I need an investment of about 6 million dirhams to complete my factory. The total revenue of this company would be paid back within 3 years. So the total investment of about 35 million dirhams would be returned back within 3 to maximum 3.5 years. This is according to the feasibility study which we made, and the middle return back is about 35 to 40% income, net income. In general, I'm sorry for not giving a presentation, because really I was not ready for that. Yesterday only I've been invited, and I thank Mr. Adnan Nouriani to support me and to get me into this seminar or meeting. in future, inshallah, I will try to make it more better in presentation. Thank you, everybody. And I take this opportunity to thank His Highness Sheikh Ahmed bin Faisal as well. And
Thank you very much.
everybody who joined. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. So our dear board of investors and advisors, please address to Olesya, Miss Olesya Gavrilova for your inquiries for investing in Mohammed Al-Marzouqi for his lubricant
I appreciate
business.
that. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Miss Piga, are you back? Does that work now?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, but we advise you to switch off one device because it's echoing.
I'll do.
That's much
Okay,
better.
better?
Much better. It's a relief.
Okay.
Oh.
Yes, absolutely. It was like all echoing. So I just want to say hi to everyone. Super excited for this opportunity. And I believe that we can call UAE the next Silicon Valley. Maybe it's a Silicon Valley of the Middle East with loads of rising of these startups and the whole ecosystem. I can see that there are lots of companies in Dubai, in Sharjah, and Abu Dhabi, and they are really looking for that. And I think this is the best time for having more investment on startups. Just a quick background about myself. I've been into this business for 15 years. I know I look younger than this, but I have quite a good experience in that. And I just over 6 months ago, I just published my book, which is called The Formula, which I gather my experience and to help all the job hunters to find a job. And luckily, it was just before the pandemic, and it made to help lots of job seekers that they lost their job, or they may have a fear of losing their jobs. And so far, it's been a good 6 months of having the #1 bestseller in Amazon. So I just want to take this opportunity to wish everyone, all the startups, best of luck. Follow your dreams. Make sure that you have something behind it, something much more to just maybe help and like open some doors for some people, and having solutions for some problems, especially arising after this pandemic. Good luck, everyone, and thank you to all the investors that they're participating. And a special thanks to His Highness and His Excellency Adnan Al-Nourani. All of you made it happen, and thank you, Munir. I give the mic to you.
Thank you very much for your kind words. Thank you. So let's move on to startup number 3, and I'm sure I'm more than convinced that this startup will blow your mind. Mikhail Cruz from NXT Diamonds. Mikhail, represented by Tristan.
Good evening, gentlemen. I want to introduce my colleague and partner, Tristan Palmer, who will be a speaker for this project. He has a lot of experience in this field.
Sure.
Hi, Tristan. Nice to meet you.
Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for this opportunity. My name is Tristan Palmer, and I want to introduce you to Next Diamonds and our Dubai Diamond project. I'll go straight into it. We are looking to start growing lab-grown diamonds in Dubai with an integrated value chain, from growth, cutting and polishing, all the way through to retail and jewelry manufacturing. Lab-grown diamonds, for those of you who don't know, in a nutshell, chemically, optically, and physically identical to the mined diamonds from Africa and South America, 40% cheaper on average, but they are identical, like for like. And I'll give you an analogy. Same thing as pearls being fished from the Dubai ports decades ago to the pearls being now manufactured or farmed in Japan. So like for like, an identical product. We have obviously various issues in the mined diamond environment, supply and demand constraints. It's still an $87 billion market with growth potential. There's social and environmental impacts for the new consumers, which is the millennials, who are more socially aware, more ecologically aware. And I think that this product actually addresses key targets within our customer segmentation. So the solution to these challenges, these especially supply and demand challenges, is to grow our own diamonds, make unique diamonds in Dubai create a made in Dubai diamond, okay, which means growth, cutting and polishing, jewelry manufacturing within a vertically integrated and tight supply chain. No need to go to Africa, Botswana, wherever it may be, to actually source these diamonds. Our business model is very simple. As I said, an integrated, what I call clicks and bricks strategy, where we will have an e-commerce website supported by a showroom, supported by a laboratory where the growth will happen in Dubai. We want to make a premium made in Dubai diamond with its own identifications within the diamond itself, laser inscriptions so you can identify it. And more importantly, we wanted to introduce color, pink, red, blue, green diamonds that people have never seen in the world in a natural space. We want to provide that to the market at an extremely competitive price. The go-to-market strategy is very simple. We've activated our phase one for the last 12 months, and we've been very successful doing that. Now we want to create this supply chain, an integrated supply chain in the UAE, and grow it through partner and selected retailers. The competition, I've only put these, currently is about 15 companies in the world who are vertically integrated, meaning they grow, they cut, they polish, and they create jewelry. I think the biggest one here is Swarovski, has now entered this space to create a premium product category for their crystals. And we're excited to have these brands coming into this business to support us on the marketing side. Our competitive advantage, very simple, it's our technology. We have access to some of the greatest institutes in the Russian Federation who've been doing this for 50 years. We focus on not only the growth, getting a bigger, brighter diamond, but also on color. And we have some very exciting colors coming out in the diamond field. The vertical integration, as I said, is key. We want to keep something simple, and we want something that won't be restricted by challenges on the economical or global stage. And fundamentally, we are all diamantaires. We know diamonds, that's our background. Myself, working for De Beers for over 6-7 years. We know diamonds and we're very passionate about it. Our team, we have 3 founders on the left, supported by our technology team. I didn't have enough space to put the whole team there, but what I want to say is the background between knowing diamonds and the product and knowing the technology, that's the harmony we're bringing to the business. It's really the people behind this that make this happen. And I think the technology, and I want to emphasize that again, you can see that on the right-hand side. Our financial planning is very simple. We want to be UAE-centric to start with. We want to create this infrastructure in the UAE, this vertically integrated value chain, and we want to drive through selected premium retailers. These are just some of the numbers we're looking at. And our investment, we're seeking $3 million for 20% equity investment into the Dubai business itself. Okay, and I'd be more than happy to discuss this in much more detail, but I think my time is up. So thank you very much for your patience and time. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Tristan. Lovely, lovely presentation, and absolutely on point time-wise. And excited for you because we already have some investment offers for you. And please address to all the investment queries to Olesya Gavrilova, our moderator.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Shukran.
Thank you very much. Timur, over to you.
Okay, so thank you, Tristan. And this time it was right on time. I know that you needed more time to go into details, but so with respect to other presenters. So we move forward and
yes, we can move forward. Actually, the startup number 4 is Basil Cromer, the CEO and founder of Acolyte, co-founder of Acolyte AI. I don't know if Mr. Basil can hear us. His presentation is planned for 9 p.m. We are a little bit ahead of time, so maybe we can start. We can try to slide Raja Jaswina from Malaysia.
Yeah, exactly. So we can move on to Raja.
Raja,
and
are
then,
you here? Raja from Kuala Lumpur. Are you here?
Yes. Let me
Hi.
just start my video. Hi.
Hi.
Okay. Hello.
Hello.
So shall I then go early?
Sure. Yeah, sure. Well, you're actually
Okay.
very lucky. So Raja,
Okay.
Raja Jaswina Arshad, live from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and the co-founder of Purely B. Over to you.
Let me just do my screen sharing.
Lovely.
Sorry, let me just maximize this. Okay. All right. Good evening, Your Excellencies and distinguished guests. My name is Jasrina Arshad. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Purely Be, which is Asia's leading health and wellness digital lifestyle brand and community. I actually started the company 5 years ago because of my own personal health journey. I suffered from long-term health issues that I was able to overcome by changing my diet, my lifestyle to be more healthy and natural. It was life-changing, but extremely difficult for me to get there. Why? Because of the lack of awareness, accessibility, and affordability to trusted solutions that's catered for Asian and Islamic cultures and lifestyles to help us improve our health. And we're seeing a rise in health risks every year. 2 billion people are overweight. The COVID pandemic has impacted so many lives. Now more than ever, we need trusted solutions that can help increase and improve prevention of diseases and improve our overall health and well-being. That's why we created Purely Be, a one-stop solution to make it easy, accessible, and affordable for everyone to lead a sustainable, healthy lifestyle. In the past 4 years, we've built a trusted voice and platform for people to turn to for guidance on how to improve their health across nutrition, fitness, mindfulness, and wellness, touching the lives of over 4 million users across 8 countries worldwide. Today, we help to transform their health on an even deeper level with our own brand of traditional Asian health food products. All our products are based on tropical medicinal Asian herbs and remedies that have been used for centuries for healing and prevention in Asian and Islamic cultures, but have gotten lost amongst the modern generation. So we work with traditional healers, herbalists, medical scientists in bringing these ancient Asian traditions and wellness to the modern generation in an accessible and appealing way. And in doing so, we're also able to create job opportunities for marginalized communities who we employ in the harvesting of our herbs. So we don't just create a product, we create a holistic lifestyle solution. We support the well-being of our consumers across each stage of their life cycle, from childhood to motherhood. And we've proven the demand. In the first 12 weeks pilot, we generated $80,000 in revenue with 60% profit margins, spending just $4,000 in marketing. That's a 2,000% return on marketing investment, which was just focused on Malaysia, yet we attracted over 700 customers worldwide, including from UAE and from the US, with a 30% repeat monthly customer rate through our monthly subscription model. And everything was through digital and online. So digital is our strength. We're able to enter into new markets with low costs and high consistent marketing ROI of 2,000% through digital strategies such as digital marketing, social commerce, heavy data analytics, insights, and tracking, leading to a multilingual content integrated sales e-commerce platform. And we will also work with joint venture partners who have established customer and sales channels and networks that we can leverage on, as well as resellers, distributors, ambassadors, and influencers. But the beauty of our business is that we thrive on digital. And today, we're the only brand that integrates digital content with traditional Asian health food products from a holistic lifestyle approach for the modern generation. And the superfood herbs industry is a $100 billion industry. It's $15 billion in Asia alone. Turmeric in itself is a $3 billion industry. And we have a trusted brand of a global user base, over 4 million users, a strong digital ecosystem, the #1 Asian wellness lifestyle platform, and we have the best of both worlds. We preserve ancient Asian traditions and wellness, make sure that it's backed by science and has a social impact in employing marginalized communities. And in everything that we do, we have trust and education at the forefront. And we have a diverse team of digital specialists, medical scientists, naturopaths, traditional healers, and herbalists with a shared vision and mission to make a positive impact in people's lives. With the $500,000 investment, we'll be able to scale up production and fulfill the demand, which we're unable to keep up with today, expand our traditional Asian health products line to at least 5 new products in the next 12 months, and enter into new markets, 3 new markets, including UAE, in which we organically already have customers, but have yet to leverage on it and actively enter into these territories. So with this $500,000 investment, we'll be able to achieve $3 million in gross annual sales in the next 12 months and hit profitability in the next 3 months. So join me as we revolutionize traditional Asian and Islamic health products for the modern global consumer, truly making it easy, accessible, and affordable for everyone to lead a sustainable, healthy lifestyle and improve the lives of marginalized communities across the region. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Raja Jasrina Arshad, live from Kuala Lumpur. So any queries, any investment queries for Raja to support her Purely Be organic products, please reach out to Olesya Gavrilova. Thank you.
Thank you.
Can you please?
Raja, you
stop
can
sharing?
close the screen. Yeah. Well, I have a request from our IP specialist, Professor Dr. Sanjar.
Yes.
If you can unmute your mic, and he has some advices to the teachers. Mr. Sanjar, you on?
Yes, thank you. So from investors' point of view, it will be better to explain to investors what amount of money will be invested in the product technologies and what amount of money for the production and for the operation costs. Because here we have 4 presentations. For medicine, you are asking 2 million for salary. For diamond, you're asking 3 million for distribution. For second diamond, also 3 million for production. Now health industry also 500,000 for production. Believe me, investor is not interested to invest in your salary, in your production. No, please divide. Show what is the product, what is the technology itself, how much should be invested in this part, and the rest, it's operating cost. Don't try to put on investor all the operation costs, all the salary on this. Please divide and separate. Now, based on these 4 presentations, it's very difficult to understand what exactly amount will be invested in product and technology. You have some patterns, you have some, it's good, but please divide these 2 flows on investor and show to us this money we require to finalize the product, because maybe product will belong to some IP holding company. An investor interested sitting here and give you license to any operating company. And this amount was for the operation. For operations, there are another source of investments. You can find bank loan, some others, if your product is properly protected, structured, and ready for the multiplication. This is my general feedback based on this 4 presentation. For me as an investor, I don't understand what amount of money exactly should invest in product. Thank you for feedback. Yes.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sanjar. Sorry, Timur, please, you want to make a statement?
Yeah, I just want to add to help out the guys who presented. We were strict on the time slots, and obviously the financial structure is more wide, which they have the figures, and we are collecting the feedbacks and as well getting the questions and inquiries. So I believe this it is a really good point and a really good advice from the IP specialist. So we can later on, for everyone who is interested, to have a separate rooms with the Zoom, so the investor interested in the project can ask these questions to understand the out of 3 million or 500,000 what goes into actual technology or the production. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Timur. I would like to make a statement, if you allow me.
Sure.
So, Dr. Sanjar, our chief IP expert, is one of the kindest guy you can meet on earth. Please, Raja, don't take his comments personally. He's here to help you and to help each and every startup who is pitching. So he's an expert. He has more than 20 years experience. He's here to facilitate all the stakeholders which we have here on the platform, or here to facilitate and put all the changes on your side to secure an investment. And by the way, we already have an investment offer for you, Raja. Please get in touch.
Fantastic.
Get in touch with Olesya Gavrilova to take the conversation further.
And can I just add, Dr. Sanjar's point is very valid, and I believe myself as well as the other 3 presenters have the answers for him. If we can have a private conversation with him and can actually share with him the breakdown of how the funds will be spent in what areas, so he can have a clear answer from each of us individually.
No problem, Raja. Let's get in touch. Please get in touch with Olesya Gavrilova. Our moderator is gathering all the investment and questions, all the investment offers and questions, and we can later on book some private rooms to take the deals and conversation further. But we're very glad so far. We have a good success rate. It's great. And thank you, Mr. Spencer Lodge, for making your statement about if you would like to. All the startups, if they would like to have some further advice, Spencer Lodge is one of our experts too, so he will be happy.
We'll have Mr. Spencer right after Basil.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so I think what I can see, Mr. Basil Cromer is here.
Exactly.
And
already.
If he is ready, we are ready.
Good evening from Dublin in Ireland. Can you hear me?
Perfect. Fantastic.
Perfect. It is an absolutely wonderful pleasure to be on your show, and it's just incredible what the two gentlemen have organized, and such a pleasure to be in all of your company. This evening, I'm going to talk to you about a revolutionary new product for the horse racing industry. But firstly, please have a quick look at this video that we've prepared for you. How does a horse trainer get the right balance in training a horse to its optimal output? There are so many pieces of data to capture from a racehorse. When you have hundreds of horses, how is it possible to monitor every single horse, ensuring the jockeys aren't pushing the horse too hard in training? Acolyte, an emerging device that has so far taken 5 years of research. Now is the time to let everybody see the future. Racehorses are some of the most treasured, but also some of the most loved assets in this world. Yet the question arises, how does a racehorse owner accurately monitor the health and wellness of every single racehorse? Let me give you a quick example. The chances of winning Ascot, the Kentucky Derby, or the Dubai World Cup places huge demands on the performance of these supreme animals. If a horse gets distressed while traveling to these prestigious events, it can lead to physical exhaustion, or even in the worst case scenario, death. Accurate, real-time data can help save a horse's life by the immediate detection of physical changes within a horse's body. This is why we are developing Acolyte, an incredibly sensitive biopatch that transmits all the information from the body back to the screen. The information we collect are breathing, sweat analysis, and temperature. It is my great pleasure now to introduce you to Acolyte. There are 3 parts to this product. The first are a revolutionary new biophysical and biochemical sensor. The second is your own intelligent agent that provides cutting-edge data capture. And the third is a user-friendly panoramic dashboard that lays out interpreted data for your benefit. These are not 3 separate products. It is only one product, and it is called Acolyte. In a way that has been unthinkable to date, Acolyte will allow you to work with real-time information together with historic data in order to improve equine health and performance. Introducing the revolutionary intelligent skin patches. These will include disposable biosensors, and these will transmit their findings through your new best friend, Acolyte. The types of information that can be collected are the monitoring of heart rate, respiration, temperature, together with some analytics derived from sweat. And this is where the magic begins. Acolyte now becomes your own personal artificial intelligent agent. In the same way that Alexa retrieves information from Amazon, Acolyte works for you and can retrieve any bit of biodata about any of your horse in seconds. All the information that is collected and stored now becomes real-time analysis or historical overview. Information that was previously pretty much impossible for you to obtain is now at your fingertips. Now, if you could please imagine that everything we are learning from racehorses, we can apply to human healthcare. By having a disposable biopatch, humans will be able to have advanced analytics between their body and a screen. This is going to cause a multi-trillion-dollar disruption. The market size is presently 4.2 trillion, and there is a race going on to lead the personalized medicine industry. What we are learning from racehorses, Acolyte will be able to be used to bring products through that is going to disrupt tens of billions of dollars. In order to develop the Acolyte biosensor patch for the racehorse industry is going to cost £20 million. But there's one last thing we would like to tell you. We have global, not just our global patent, we have global patents. Millions of pounds and 5 years have been spent by the top scientists in the UK in order to bring through the perfect mix of scientific discovery and commercial benefits. This evening, it is your opportunity to invest £20 million in order to bring the equine product through to market. In 2 years' time, we are going to raise £200 million in order to create the history of being able to see inside your body and what's on your screen. A wise man once told me about a Spanish proverb that says, "A horse can lead you to more than riches." And this has never been more true than this evening. I'd like to welcome any questions that you may have.
Thank you very much, Basil, for your presentation. Great. Should we please, any investment inquiries for Acolyte AI represented by Basil Cromwell live from Ireland, please reach out to our moderator, Olesia Gavrilova. All right.
I like the way you say it.
Am I pronouncing it the right way, Timur?
Yeah, I like it.
I'm just trying
okay,
to.
so
Yes, sure.
yeah, so are we on time, right? So it's 9:03 actually. We
Yes.
finished it earlier.
A bit
Okay.
earlier. Yes. Thank you very much, Basil, for your outstanding presentation.
Thank you.
Yes, we already, I think, starting having some investment inquiries.
Yeah,
Please reach out
there are.
to for Acolyte project. Reach out to Olesia Gavrilova, and we'll set up some private rooms later on. Thank you, Basil.
Thank you very much.
Excellent. So it's 9:04. Usually what we're going to do is like a virtual coffee break. Feel free, ladies and gentlemen, to grab yourself a cup of tea, water, coffee. And for the Timur, do we have Mr. Firas Al-Msadi from Fan Properties? Did he join?
Yes, hold on a second, let me check.
Mr.
Joining 9:10. Yeah, so we have a break now till 9:10. Does everyone have a coffee and come back by 9:10? So, but we have Spencer Lodge here.
Yes,
So,
yes, Spencer, please.
I really want to wait. I want to have his comments on every pitch.
Spencer,
as a professional.
Spencer,
So far.
don't run away.
I'm not running away.
Oh yeah, stick around, make it happen, please. We'd like to hear from you today. Just
You want me to go now, or you want me to go after your coffee break?
Yes, yes, Spencer. We would like to make some.
No,
some
he
statements.
asked. He said, "Do you want him to say now or after the coffee break?"
The coffee break is your time, Spencer. Spencer would like to give everyone some insights about pitches that he has heard so far, and would like to give some advices for the future startup who will make pitches later on. Please, Spencer.
Okay, let me just get it out while you guys are on here. So my name's Spencer Lodge. Good evening, everybody. Now, some of you may know me, some of you don't, but I get involved in a lot of this kind of pitch contest stuff. and people pitching their business ideas. I've invested in various companies. I own a group of companies that's worth now over $100 million. I don't say that to be egotistical or arrogant at all. That's just a fact.
It is.
Yeah, sure. It is what it is. But what I've learned over the years of watching people pitch their business ideas is that 99.9% of people get it wrong. And they're missing the point 9 times out of 10. The most important skill you need to learn is how to sell here. You need to sell your concept. It doesn't matter how exciting this product is for you internally. It doesn't matter how groundbreaking it is for you. You've got to be able to sell this, because investors are looking to be sold to. They're human beings at the end of the day. They're going to be attracted by you identifying a problem and creating a solution for it. And you shouldn't be pitching unless you've really learned how to pitch really, really well. You should make sure that you know this stuff inside out, upside down, back to front, no ifs, no buts, no maybes, no uncomfortable silences, no missing of words. There's people here right now that have got money to invest, and you could be messing up that presentation, not just for the people here, but for the people here that tell others about how bad or not so good that presentation was. It's really important that you make sure you're delivering a red hot presentation based around what the problem is and how you're going to solve it. And also, you can get as excited as you want about something, but sometimes it's not about all the words you use. Sometimes it's about the words you don't use. Sometimes it's like people don't want to know where the cow lived, what the food it ate, where it was massaged. They want to know what the steak tastes like. All right. People don't really care what's in the sausages before we eat them. My mum used to say to me, okay, that it's ears and eyeballs inside of sausages when I was a kid, but we don't care about the sausage. We care about how good it tastes when it's been put on the plate with our eggs and our bacon for breakfast in the morning, whatever it is that we have. So it's really important to understand it's the sizzle you need to sell. And if you don't know how to do that well, you're going to literally wipe out 99% of the people. Now, the first presentation that we heard, the guy with the diabetes, God, man, those pictures, holy moly, they were a bit shocking, weren't they? But you got my attention. You really got my attention. And when you got my attention, I stopped to think and I stopped to listen and I stopped to understand. Then, okay, after getting my attention, you took me away by confusing me with too much data. So narrow down the data and stay focused on 1 or 2 key points. And I think you'll draw people to you much easier, because I think what you're doing is very compelling, like really compelling. The lady there, Raja, okay, she was talking at about 100 miles an hour. And you know what? When you know you've got 5 minutes to present something, you instinctively go into this overdrive. But maybe you don't need to give as much. Maybe you could give a bit less. But there's a couple of pieces of information for you. Trust me that there's people here right now that could invest in your business ideas. There's people sitting here with money going, what shall I do? And this is only become more apparent as we go into the oncoming recession. Money doesn't disappear. It just moves from one person's hand to the next. And that money potentially could be invested in your businesses. Also, if you're going to ask for X million in return for 10% or whatever, okay, you need to show us how much money you've made so that we can understand whether that valuation makes sense. If you've made a certain amount of money in revenue so far, then we need to understand it. Don't pick out bits that essentially will lure or fool us into thinking something. So be very clear about that. But yeah, Basil, I know nothing about Basil, sorry. I know nothing about the horse racing industry, nothing about it at all. But you've got to get this slick. You're asking for 20 million. I mean, this is a huge amount of money for anybody. It's huge. Private office, royal family, it doesn't matter. It's a lot of money, okay? So you've got to be absolutely on point with all this kind of stuff. And there is my 2 penny worth, and I hope it's valuable to you. And I say it within the kindest way possible, because I want you to be successful and do well and get the investment you require.
Thank you very much, Spencer Lodge from Make It Happen University and Blue Sky Thinking. I hope I'm spelling it the right way this time, Spencer. All right.
So
I
don't see him. Alicia, is Firas Al-Msadi joining? Oh yes, Mr. Firas Al-Msadi from Farm Properties is here. Your mic is off. Your camera is on. Not on. Yeah. So.
So thank you very much. And Firas Msadi would like to give us some insight about the real estate market situation in the GCC region. It's a pleasure to have
the business in general.
Sure.
Hi, thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
Pleasure.
So just by way of quick brief, basically I've been in Dubai for the past 14 years. And in 2009, which was, so basically I started as a salesperson in one of the fashion shops in Dubai selling clothes. And about 12 years back, which was I think 2007, I saw that 2/3 of the world cranes were in Dubai, and I didn't want to be an audience. So I thought I want to take part of this industry. I took many interviews. To cut long story short, I joined the real estate industry. I worked for a couple of companies, and then 2009 March, which was not just the peak of the global economic crisis, it was the peak of the global real estate crisis, because we had a massive real estate bubble. We had a massive mortgage bubble back then. I decided to start a real estate company. So basically a business that started with a one-man show. Today we're 5 companies in Dubai. We have other businesses outside of Dubai. We do real estate in Dubai, Turkey, and in London. So basically, with the grace of God, now we have a multi-million-dollar group of companies, and our core is real estate. Of course, I didn't do this just on my own. I think one of the main keys for my success, it was my ability to choose the right people around me. And this is exactly how I managed to scale up my businesses, scale up my real estate business, and also venture to other businesses. So what can I tell you about the real estate in Dubai? That's my passion, it's in my blood. If you cut now one of my veins, you would see real estate in my blood. I would say it's one of the most rewarding industries I've ever known. And I can tell you stories, I can speak till tomorrow about success stories in this industry, not just for me, success stories of others that I've actually witnessed, not just heard of. But in a nutshell, the opportunity in Dubai is all about being part of a city that is being built as we speak. And they say if the opportunity is known to everyone, it's no longer called an opportunity. So, and hence I know that not everyone will be able to resonate with this. Probably not. I hope everyone will, but probably not everyone will spot this. And so the opportunity in Dubai is the fact that the city is being built as we speak now. So there are a lot of vacancies in Dubai. If you look at all other mature markets, you would always see leaders in certain industries. You would always see people that started from scratch and they've made it all the way to the top. In Dubai, the competition in many industries is still there. Many players are basically competing over the vacancy. But today, if you compare entering Dubai as compared to entering into a mature market, I think what you achieve in a mature market in 10 years, you could probably do in Dubai in 2 or 3 years. That's provided you deploy and you put all it takes. Now, some of the things that, in the light of course, COVID-19, I think the entire world is subject to more or less the same circumstances. But in Dubai in particular, I think what has helped us a lot in Dubai is what many people saw as a downside when they compare it to other markets. When they say that if you go to a mature market, they have a parliament and they have legislation and legal environment and. But the decision-making process in those mature markets takes ages because there are just so many moving parts and too many layers that took place and was created over the years. But in Dubai, they enjoy a very high level of agility, which is a key factor for the success of, I would say, any market in the light of the COVID-19, because it came as a surprise and it required a lot of ownership and very high level of agility so they can overcome this, of course, in cooperation with the private sector. So all I can say is that people who invested, so let's talk a little bit about investing in real estate in Dubai. Everyone says today it's a different type of crisis or it's a different type of situation. Trust me, 2009 when I was here, when I started the company, I've heard the same exact statement. No, this time it's different. So people who invested in 2009 and 2010 and made 3 and 4 or probably 5 times their money, and I'm talking about their money, their full equity in the real estate. I'm not talking about someone who invested 20% and then they managed to make a lot based on the equity invested. So I'm not talking about leveraged investment. So anyway, those investors who entered in 2009 and 2010, they didn't know a few things. They didn't know why would the market bounce back. They didn't know when will the market bounce back exactly. They didn't know whether it's the bottom or it's still prices will continue to go a little bit more. But they knew a few things. They knew that Dubai has gone so far to stop. All these towers and this world-class infrastructure will not just disappear. They knew that anything comes down has to come up again. They knew that they have the financial capabilities to invest. Of course, no one has anticipated, you know, the second phase of this, people who want to argue this, they say, but no one has anticipated the Arab Spring that, you know, made a lot of inflow of investors into Dubai from the surrounding countries. But again, people who invested didn't know that there is an Arab Spring coming. They knew that Dubai will figure out its way for one reason or another. And I always say Dubai is no longer just like a dream, you know, written on a piece of paper. It's not made out of mottos and statements, and which unfortunately we see in other cities around the world. I think Dubai has built enough evidence for anyone to come and to see and to say, oh, you know what, this city will get to places. Now, the opportunity for us is to contribute and to take part in building the city and building the future of the city, because by doing this, we will be entitled to equal share of experience and financial rewards. Of course, having said that the real estate is a very rewarding industry, I'm talking about people who are working within the industry, and I'm talking also about investors who made well-educated decisions at the time of entering the market. Investors who made well-educated decisions at the time of entering while they factored their exit strategy. So Taimur, I don't know if you guys have any specific questions. I mean, there's just so much to cover. I just don't want to be so broad. So if you have any specific questions that you want me to address, I'd love to.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Firas, and appreciate your insights. And obviously, the main purpose of joining us together was to show that UAE and Dubai in particular is the country of opportunities, and that's the reason we bring different startups and businesses from around the globe to not only try to pitch and find a local investor, but to understand the mentality, the approach, the community of investors they have in mind. So it didn't change due to Corona, due to COVID, due to pandemic. Didn't change much. It's just that it is now more cautious about what to invest to. Yes, Munir.
Sorry. We have His Excellency Adnan Al-Nourani has a question for Mr. Firas Al-Msari, if you allow Mr. Firas.
Please.
Mr. Firas, first of all, we are honored that you are in this online show, and His Highness also giving you his warm regards. Just I have a question, a technical question, because I'm also interested in real estate, and I'm sure this question will go mine to everyone here as well. Where is the real estate market going? Let's say from 2020 till 21 or 22. The prices of the real estate market in United Arab Emirates, it will downgrade or it will upgrade?
See, I think there are two parts for this answer. You know, number one, if we're talking about the overall market, and number two is if we are talking about the opportunity for one investor. Yeah, what I'm trying to say, investors don't need a booming market in order for them to make money. Yeah. Now, my expectations, I think we've been witnessing price softening in Dubai for the past 5 to 6 years. However, the good news is that although the COVID-19 hit Dubai the same way it hit everywhere else, you've seen that the equity market went down massively, but the real estate market didn't. So we've definitely witnessed some price resilience despite the impact of the COVID-19. I think we will definitely witness, I would say, kind of a stay still period in Dubai due to the, to the travel situation, because I think Dubai is an international city basically. So the whole point of, I think, of the Expo 2020 was not just to make the Expo 2020 and to make it happen in 6 months. I think it is to use the Expo 2020 as a stage to showcase this world-class infrastructure that many people even can't expect a city in the Middle East to have it. So I think we will definitely witness a stay still period, I would say, over the coming maybe 6 months. There's a lot of uncertainty, and every investment comes with a degree of risk. But I don't see price improving in Dubai or going up in Dubai unless the travel ban is left all around the world and the travel situations returns to a certain degree of normality. However, with this being said, I think there are always opportunities. I tell you, prices between 2018 and 2019 maybe went down by 5%. We invested in Blue Waters Island. We exited after 1 year in April 2019, and we've done around 40% on our equity. So I think there's an amazing opportunity in Dubai today to pick the most prime locations in the city and the most prime properties within a prime project, and just to wait until the situation eases, and you will definitely make a killing on those type of properties, because when the market's booming, you don't even have access to prime units in the market, and even if you have access to it, prices will be off the roof. But in down markets is the time that you can really look at trophy assets. You can really look at the most prime locations of the city. So I think the opportunity is enormous. I myself, apart from the fact that I run a real estate company, I'm a big believer in Dubai. I'm a big believer in the market. In fact, I just actually invested in a few properties in CityWalk after the COVID-19, actually during the COVID-19. So I think whoever has the financial capability, real estate is not a hit and run business. I think if just the last note, if you look at the nature of the crisis, it's the whole global financial system is on a life support. I mean, when you've seen the equity market in the US and stuff went up, it has no fundamental whatsoever. Like, it became fully controlled. They used to say that, it's all real markets outside when you look at NASDAQ and what so have you. But today, it's just not real. How did it go up? It had no reason to go up. But look at and hence, if I don't have faith and trust in the monetary and in the financial system, many people, many smart investors will go into tangible assets, gold, silver, real estate. Of course, gold, silver doesn't generate passive income, but real estate does. In addition to this, in COVID-19, many people, instead of taking money from their businesses, they're actually funding their businesses. So they now appreciate the fact that it's very essential for people to have passive income. And there's nothing more secure than real estate when it's done right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Firas.
Thank you very much, Firas. And just a small big credit, but for a small speech, big credit to our constant partner, Capital Club, and their Capital Club Dubai, and their representative, Patricia. Patricia, the mic is back to you. Just a small introduction.
Thank you, Patricia.
Just briefly, everyone, I'm Patricia. I'm Director of Member Success at Capital Club, members-only business club located in DIFC in Dubai. And as Firas said, we all know that we found ourselves in disruptive and uncertain times. Business nowadays is very challenging, and how we do business is changing rapidly, and there's no guidelines or one goal solution to its evolving nature. And at Capital Club during lockdown time, we've been working really hard behind the scenes to redefine our value proposition and make it even more relevant to our members. We had ongoing renovation, which I'm pleased to announce is now completed, and we are beyond excited to welcome members and guests back at the refurbished club. But the visual changes are only the beginning for us. We want to create a progressive ecosystem of business leaders that is naming and framing the relevant conversations of both current and futuristic challenges to find new innovative ways for all of us to thrive in the future. We aim to create an environment of opportunities to facilitate, match, and curate an exclusive business ecosystem by bringing innovators, like those that we have here today, and industry experts, of course, together to drive the conversations. So this is why I'm very happy to be here today, listen to all the inspiring ideas from the participants, and I hope we can meet in the Capital Club very soon so we can serve you as a networking platform to contribute to your future success. And this goes both for startups and investors, of course. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Patricia. And it's a very small world, Patricia. We met before, and you know.
Of course, yes.
Thank you. Thank you. So we're running out of time. Let's move on directly to the next startup, represented by Love Tulsidas, the CEO and founder of FaceOpen, live from New York City. Is Love Tulsidas around? Can you please?
Yes, I'm here. Can you see me?
Excellent.
Yes.
Please move on. Sorry for the delay, by the way.
No worries. It's all good. All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Love Tulsidas, founder and CEO of FaceOpen. I'm joining you from New York today, and I would like to introduce you to the very first completely touch-free door opening technology in the world. Before I tell you more about our innovative patented technology, let me share with you the problem that my team and I have been passionately solving for the last 2 years. So the world has been struggling with very poorly designed door opening systems forever now. There are 20 billion doors with locks in the world. And as a matter of fact, over 99% of them require touch in order to operate. Starting with the good old mechanical keys that we make copies to share with people, or we lose them when we need them the most. And more recently, we've seen an emergence of smart app-based door opening systems. It works great until the battery on your phone dies when you need it the most in front of that door. And also in the winter, when it gets cold here, I had one of those. You remove your gloves, take out your phone, click, 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 you're frozen and really annoyed at this point. The gold standard in biometric up until 3 months ago, was that fingerprint scanner everywhere, from airports to office buildings and whatnot. Let me tell you, in my office building in New York, which is a very highly protected property, they disabled it since COVID-19, and they plan on disabling it just like almost all the buildings in the world. And this is obsolete technology now. Now, there are a few companies out there that are, you might find a solution that will allow you to open a door without unlocking the door without touching. But I can tell you that nobody besides us have had the vision and are working on actually not just unlocking the door, but opening it for you completely touch-free. So we can safely say that the existing door opening systems that are everywhere, from your homes, your offices, and even cars, anywhere there's a door and a lock, is dysfunctional. So now that I've shared with you the problem that we are passionate about solving, let me tell you the size of this market. So there are over 20 billion doors in the world, as I said, with locks. And one day, we believe that they're all going to be touch-free, and it's going to be FaceOpen. Since we're the first, we have the patented technology, and with your help and your investment, we can get out there to every door very, very quickly. That alone, conservatively, is a $2 trillion market. But tactically right now, we are getting a lot of requests from essential workplaces, labs, data centers, and whatnot, where they feel that customers and employees are at risk. They're having to make a choice between disabling their security systems, like I mentioned earlier, or keeping their facilities secure, but risking having the liability of spreading COVID-19 to their employees and customers. That alone is a $1.5 billion opportunity in the next 3 to 5 years for us alone. And we've built the patented technology. We've built some traction with some sales, some early customers. And just to prove to you that there is traction in this market, we recently were awarded a $500,000 contract by the US Air Force. They were out looking for a touch-free door opening technology for their air bases. And after an extensive search, they picked us and told us we were the only viable option on the market. Besides that, we've had paid deployments at a data center, several offices around the world with over hundreds of employees. We've recently started selling, taking the product to market, and we have over $1.4 million in pipeline in just the last month. So with that said, let me actually show you what our technology looks like. So she's at the airport, gets a notification, registers her face from the phone without having to download an app, tells her where to go. That's the hotel, could be an apartment building, an office. She's tired, she skips the line, goes straight to the elevator, doesn't have to touch a button anymore. How gross are those buttons? Goes up to her room, very tired, the door open, welcome her. She goes in, and check this out, the door actually closes for her. Now she's tired, good night. I'm just kidding. So our solution is built on the cloud, but it's extremely secure. Only those who have access, who own the property, can see everything that's going on. And then they can give access to other people who can invite employees, can invite guests, and you don't need that security office anymore where people have to line up to go register to get into the building. So let me take a moment, share with you our business model.
Sure.
So we are looking to sell the device that we built, including the AI and also the bot that we've invented that opens the door without having to install anything, no wires, nothing, for $1,500 base price. In fact, just last week, I sold it for $2,000 to a hospital, and they didn't even blink an eye. Felt bad, maybe I underpriced it. But in addition to the hardware, robotic companies like us with AI, it's very customary to charge a monthly software as a service fee. And so far we've been charging $15 plus and no friction whatsoever. In the future, we will open up the data that we have access to, people going in and out, to approved third parties that can add attendance systems, alarm systems, and whatnot. We intend on becoming a platform. Financial planning, let me tell you, next year we are looking to sell 5,000 units. We're currently manufacturing small quantities in-house. The software is all built by us. And we over the next 5 years, we're looking to gain traction all the way to over 1.5 million units of our product. So that including hardware sale plus software as service, which is like a royalty. That brings us, that makes us a unicorn, but not just from a valuation perspective, but actually from a revenue perspective with very, very healthy profit margins of 60+%. So the team, we've put together a team of visionaries and some very distinguished people who've deployed such robotic-like products before at very large scale. And should you be interested to talk further, I'm happy to introduce you to the members of our team. Now, we are, so far we've done revenue, paid betas, paid early versions. We have about 700K in booked orders right now, $1.4 million in pipeline, and we've only been selling for less than a month. So we are looking to raise $5 million to grow very rapidly, and 60% of that is going to be used in working capital for building inventory and 20% in marketing and sales. Of course, we're going to continue spending on R&D as we have so far the last 2 years. I put a few $1 million of my own capital into this vision that I believe in. And with that said, I would like to invite you to join our mission to bring touch-free to every door in the world. Thank you for listening, and I'm happy to hear any comments or questions.
Thank you very much. Love Tulsidas live from New York City with Face Open. Just a quick question, Love, can you please tell our audience which kind of contract have you already secured for many potential clients?
Sure. So we have, as I said before, we have a contract with the US Air Force. We've contract with a hospital here in New York. We have a contract with, believe it or not, hotel casinos in Las Vegas, a lot of hotels, data center. The phone's been ringing a lot. And yeah, so that's why we're looking for the investment so we can build the supply chain quickly to deliver our technology.
Thank you very much, Love. Can you please stop sharing your screen? We already received a lot of interests and investment offers for your business venture. Please address to Olesya Gavrilova for taking the conversation further and setting up the private rooms. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Love. We have the Managing Director of the Private Office of His Highness Sheikh Ahmed bin Faisal Al Qasimi, Marcin Lapa, would like to make some comments. Please, Marcin.
Thank you, Munir. I'd like to thank, first of all, His Highness Sheikh Ahmed, His Excellency Adnan Al-Noorani, and all of the guests. I'm really impressed about the startups that presented this evening. I wish you all good luck. And having another experts here during this panel, we discuss about the new opportunities that are coming. Of course, the world is changing like never before. And this new order giving us also the new opportunities. And those opportunities, us as a private office, we identify in many different industries. Those opportunities we identify, for example, in food delivery, food production, of course, real estate, it's always in there. We are so much focused in agriculture business, but on the other hand, we are so much focused on the financial and fintech businesses that are needed like anyway before this specific times. So what we bring to the table as a private office, our mission is to support the companies growing even in that difficult times. So whoever thinks that has a great technology, great solution, great services, you are always welcome to meet us and present your solution or technology. On the other hand, we are always open to extend our network and to invest in another opportunities. Right now, we are in the more than 22 different countries around the globe. That gives us a great perspective to identify the different speeds of the markets in different regions. And this is how we can help you guys growing in around the globe, in fact. So I wish all of the startups good luck. I wish all of the investors good luck as well. So thank you so much. Thank you once again, everyone, and let's continue.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much to Marcin Lapa, Managing Director of our strategic partner, the Private Office of His Highness Sheikh Ahmed bin Faisal Al Qasimi. I think Mr. Ritosa, Sir Anthony Ritosa, would like to make some few words before we move on to Mohamed Misadia for his project. Please, Sir Anthony Ritosa, please feel free to unmute your microphone and
yes,
over to you.
Thank you for the opportunity. It's been very impressive pitches today, and a lot of enthusiasm. I see a lot of good opportunities here. I think some of the best opportunities come from moments like this that we're seeing at the moment. And I always remember Churchill having a good quote saying, "Never let a good crisis go to waste." But it's been very, very good. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sir Antonio Ritosa. Timur, let's move on to next startup, Mohamed Misadia, representing. Mohamed, are you around?
Let's move on. Yeah.
Yes. Please, Mohamed.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for giving us the opportunity. My name is Nuruddin, and here with me, Mohamed, and we are the founders.
Oh, we can see a screen.
Can you see the screen?
and all the files on the desktop.
Today, we'd like to show you the next level of social media connectivity. Please meet Connecto, your globally local social network. Connecto is offering localized and personalized content that dynamically connects all the users with the businesses. Today, most social platforms lack transparency, have duplicated user accounts, and offer limited localized content. That leads to expensive marketing for B2B and limited targeted audience. If you may have noticed that many pages or celebrities have millions of followers, but just few likes and comments on their posts. That happens because of the fake followers and likes and fake accounts that screws the whole picture. Connecto will resolve all those issues by bringing transparency and validated content. All accounts will be 100% verified so that all followers and all likes will be genuine, or dynamic and real-time marketing pricing will reduce also the cost significantly for B2B clients. By having localized content, B2B users can choose the targeted audience by selecting location or by distance in real time. In terms of connectivity, B2C users can earn real cash from Connecto by supporting B2B to maximize their exposure. Our business model will target both B2C and B2B, hence it's mainly monetized by B2B. Marketing is going to be a key success factor for Connecto's fast growth. With our team's extensive experience in marketing, setting the strategies, and great ROI, we have split our strategy into 3 main phases to execute the plan end to end. On our POC market is here in the UAE, with nearly everyone is active on social networks, and especially the ages of 18 to 44 years old. On the B2B side, there was a solid confirmed spend on marketing in 2019, with 40% allocated to digital marketing in the UAE alone. As shown in the 2020, we will focus on securing funds and acquiring talent. And to remain competitive, we will continuously work on the improvement on the product, accelerated expansion plan to the rest of the GCC as well. We spent significant amount of time on research and competition analysis. We believe that we differentiate with all the big players, especially on how users will earn cash and how B2B clients will achieve cheaper and better results. We are a team of professionals with many years of experience combined, all but together, to come up with Connecto. As mentioned before, we will monetize from both B2C and mainly B2B with 94% of our revenue. We really believe into our product and our vision. We have already invested $150,000, and we plan to invest another $240,000 to lift Connecto off the ground. However, we will also require an extra funding to grow it fast so that we and our investors can all be part of the success. Connecto is set to launch here in the UAE by end of July. So here we are sharing some view on how it will look like on both iOS and Android operating systems. And this is also a web view of that. Thank you all for taking the time for listening to our project, and we're happy to take any questions you may have.
Thank you very much, Mohammed. I will take this opportunity to ask people to please respect our code of conduct and refrain from sharing your personal emails for investment inquiries. All the inquiries should go to info@signature-network.com and to our moderator, Olesya Gavrilova. Thank you very much for your understanding. Now, back to you, Olesya and Timur. Do we have any queries from board of advisors and investors? Can you please, Mohammed, stop sharing your screen? Thank you.
Yeah, we are getting basically what we decided, since we some of the presentation took longer than 5 minutes. We have decided that the Q&A will leave to Olesya. So she's collecting now all the questions, all the inquiries, all the emails, and everyone who would like to set a separate meeting will be welcome to do it so later. So we can move on.
Sure. Let's move on to Mr. Akhil Ahmed, live from India, representing Trickstore.
Hi everyone, my name is Akhil.
Hi, Akil, and your business partner.
Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing well. So we are probably the youngest on this show. I would like to get on it. So we're all travelers, right? We travel for business, we travel for leisure. But what about, and we book our flights and hotels through different platforms. But what about the best part of travel, which are tours and activities? Hi, my name is Akil Ahmed. I'm the co-founder and chief operating officer of TripExus. And this is?
Hi, my name is Firoz, co-founder and chief marketing officer at TripExus.
And we are building an in-destination booking platform for tours, activities, and local experiences. So a study shows that 81% of tours and activities are still booked offline because tours and activities in general are hard to discover and book online when you're in a city. Tour operators' prices are high, so a traveler might spend way more than their spending budget. And instant booking confirmation is still limited for travelers because tour operators have less reservation technology that are being used. So we provide a platform for travelers to book things to do in cities, name it water activities, adventure sports, F&B, anything can be booked on our platform. And our user interface and user experience has been personalized specifically for travelers so that they can book quickly with no hassle. And we work closely with tour operators so that we can provide highly competitive prices to our travelers with instant booking confirmation. So if they book an activity or a tour on a platform, they receive the booking confirmation right away. So there is no waiting time. So this is our product. So it has been, it has been designed for last minute booking. So it takes just 4 clicks to book any activity or tour on our platform. And we've got wide collection of things to do. So there is so any traveler with any preferences or needs can select any of the activity that they want with enhanced user experience. And our customers love us. So we've got 4.5 rating reviews on FIFO, and we did receive certificate of excellence from TripAdvisor in 2019. So the market size of tours and activities, so it's a $150 billion market and nowadays travelers tend to spend 67% more on tours and activities compared to flights and hotels.
Well, we have got a very plain and simple business model. We connect with the tour operators with their net price and distribute this on our platform with 20% of profit margin. In fact, we have acquired 30,000 plus bookings with $855,000 US revenue in 2019 with just Dubai and Abu Dhabi as a destination in hand. And we all used to the last minute planning, yeah? A last minute traveler trying to find the tours are our target customers. And we acquire them from the best digital channels out there like Google Ads, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, content marketing, and yes. Moving on to the competitors, like every industry, we have a competition exist. And I want to talk about this with 2 real factors in terms of ease in booking a tour and in terms of inventories. And how we differ from our competitors is a great convenience in booking a tour for our traveler and a wide range of collections in the platform. Moving on to the advantage that we have got, we use a latest technology which is built by our in-house team, and we provide e-tickets to our customers to avoid any physical contact with the tour operator and gain faster access to any venue. And we pre-screen all the tours and activities we have in the platform just to make sure our travelers get the best out of it. And on the other side, we help our tour operators to building a dashboard, supply a dashboard to maintain a great connectivity between us and the tour operator. And any traveler trying to find a tour on the platform can save 10 to 15% lesser than the actual cost. And we build an AI-powered platform that gather users' information about their preferences and the interest to make sure we recommend the tours they're actually looking for. In fact, they can save them time. And yes, we got a team of 4.
Yeah, so we're a young team. So my name is Akil and this is Firoz, as we discussed in the start. And we've got our CEO Fazil Mustafa, and we've got our board advisor Mr. Farhad Babu as well. So moving on to financial planning, as we all know, due to COVID-19, the situation is very dynamic, but we are confident to tell that with just Dubai and Abu Dhabi as cities on our platform, in 2019, we had generated a revenue of $855. But in 2020, it declined because of the travel restrictions, the lockdowns, and all the issues that are going on now. But in 2021, we are expecting the bookings to go back to the pre-COVID levels, and in the year of 2022 and 2023, with new cities on our platform, we are expecting a huge increase in bookings and in revenue. So we are seeking $1.5 million in exchange for 15% for equity, and it's a 12 months of runway where we're going to work on a mobile app. We're going to launch it, and we are in the middle of market expansion. So we'll be expanding to 7 other cities across Asia, Europe, and US, and we'll be firing up our marketing so that we are able to acquire more customers and as in more travelers. So overall, it's a $150 billion market, and we have proved a significant traction with just Dubai and Abu Dhabi, as discussed earlier, and with the help of a great team on board, and we are raising $1.5 million. Thank you so much, and we're ready to answer any questions that are provided.
Thank you very much, Akhil Ahmed from Trickstore. Any investment inquiries, please address to info@signature-network.com and to our moderator, Olesya Gavrilova. Timur, back to you. Timur, you're muted. Can you please unmute your microphone? Timur.
Yeah, so we'll move straight to the next pitch. It's Gleb with the Team Jet. And Gleb, are you here? Gleb Mikhailov?
Yes, I'm here.
All right,
yes.
Great. So straight to you, Gleb. And your team is here as well. Anastasia, Angelina, to support Gleb.
Hello.
Okay, great.
Hi,
so let's move to the presentation.
Let's go. Do you see?
Yes, we can.
Yeah. Great. Yeah. Hello all. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to introduce our company. My name is Gleb. I am a founder and CEO of the hospitality startup Team Jet. Our mission is to increase hotel efficiency and automate all hotel operation, and as a result, to reduce extra costs with delivering a data-driven analytics. Why is it actual now? The most of the hotels worldwide are still using old communication tools as walkie-talkie, decks, cell phones, and manage of all hotel operation with them. As a result, the staff make mistakes and easily forget about important things. All staff activities are invisible and uncontrollable for the hotel management, and that influences on the guest feedbacks and quality of service in general. Due to these factors, hotels always lose their money. In addition, as we know, COVID pandemic affected hotels significantly, and hotels begin to find the ways to reduce their costs and search for solutions for automation of hotel operation. That's why this is the right time for the Team Jet. We developed the platform which transfers all hotel operations to online. Team Jet automates main routine procedures and delivers all staff analytics for the hotel management. A hotel knows all weak points and knows how to reduce operational costs and how to control the compliance of the hotel standards. We began to operate as a company in April of 2019 and made a revenue over $200,000 for today and continue to grow. Now more than 250 hotels of the top international brands are working with us. This is the main proof of our business success and real demonstration of our value for the industry. Team Jet business model is a recurrent subscription with basic price and additional prices for important features, which we sell when hotels have already started to use basic package. It's very flexible business model and very convenient for any hotel worldwide. How we are planning to grow fast and cover international markets? We are using several distribution channels. The first channel is the international hotel brands, where we successfully implemented the Team Jet with further scaling. We have already signed the contracts with IHG, Accor, Hilton, Lotte, and other big brands. The second channel is the worldwide partnership with main property management system providers as a platform that gives them an additional value. The third channel is the partnership with global integrators in hospitality. And fourthly, we are planning to be an exhibitor of the main hospitality events. We have some competitors, and mostly they are focused on the USA market and cover only 7% of the global market. And other market over $7 billion is free. Our main advantage that we are using machine learning for the automation of hotel operations. And we also provide the fast online setup for every hotel. These abilities allow us to scale faster than all our competitors. We're easy to use for the hotel staff, and we are open for any integrations with all hospitality ecosystem. Our team has a great mix of the experience in startup growth and hospitality industry. It's very important for business success. During next 18 months after fundraising, we are planning to make $2 million revenue and set up more than 1,300 hotels, with entering the main markets such as the Middle East, Asia, and Europe. We have two scenarios of fundraising. The first scenario is $1 million of investment, which allow us to achieve $2 million revenue in the end of 2021 with entering the targeted markets. The second scenario is $1,700,000, which allow us to advance the TeamJet platform with guest experience system, which gives us an additional value over $1.5 million. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your time, and we invite you to change the future of the hospitality with us.
Thank you very much, Gleb, for your presentation. Back to you, Timur.
Thank
Timur
you,
and
Gleb.
Alessia.
Thank you.
So can
Thank
you
you
please
very
stop
much,
sharing
Gleb.
your presentation, Gleb?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so who do we next move to?
So let's move to
Yeah, I can see there are several requests to continue the conversation
negotiations.
with Gleb and his team. So Alessia, please note down those. Okay.
We address to the board of advisors, investors. Please write to Olesya Gavrilova private chat for her to be able to gather all those inquiries for investment inquiries, so that we can take further the private talks for the deals. But we are very glad that most of the startups have attracted an interest from our investors. That's really amazing. Let's move on next to Alexander Nikolai from Vintera TV. Alexander, are you around?
Yes.
Yes. Good evening, dear partners.
Good
Give me
evening.
1 second, please.
By the way, just to add some credits to Vintera TV, they have helped us to get the translation over through their TV over to 10 million subscribers around the globe. Thank you.
Many thanks, gentlemen, for the opportunity to join you on this show. So, good evening, dear partners. My name is Alex, and I'm representing Vintera TV technology company. And today I want to tell you about TV. 21st century is the time of the battle for the loyalty and attention of your audience. Something is in trend and something is out of trend, but TV still is one of the most popular channels of communication and entertainment in the world. So let's get deeply into our platform. We are not classical pre-seed startup. We are already worldwide with positive cash flow. We are successfully using hybrid business model and get money from advertising plus paid content. And of course, our main market is B2C. It's our viewers. But we are really strong on B2B market too. We are working with TV broadcasters, IPTV providers, advertising agencies, and big advertising aggregators. Vintera TV right now, it's 4 million householders, it's 10 million viewers coverage all around the world, and it's 3 hours average time per one user per 1 day. When I talk about our audience, for me, it's very important that it's not only Russia. Russia takes only 36% on our map. We have a good result in Baltic countries, in European countries, in Israel, and a local community in North America, United States, and of course, Canada. And if you look about our device distribution, you will see that our main track is smart TV, like that. The second is mobile platforms, iOS and Android, and the rest is. Our team has a huge background in TV industry, and especially our CEO has more than 25 years experience in telecommunication business. Vintera TV is a multi-screen online TV platform. So our market is online video. And as you know, it is a very scalable and growing market. And especially in case of the pandemic, when people need to stay at home and spend a lot of free time in front of the screen, doesn't matter what the platform they got at their householders. But of course, this is really competitive market. And we got a lot of nice projects from United States, from India, from Europe, doesn't matter. But we know who we are, and we know how to do this business good, because our platform developed with passion and love for details. And really important thing that we are working only on legal field. We have 14 registration as a mass media and 11 universal broadcasting licenses. And especially we have special thing like Skolkovo Innovation Resident. It's absolutely tax benefits for the innovative company that who we are. And why we're here? Of course, we are looking for strategic partners and investment. And we have special expansion plan because we need to upgrade our content delivery network. We want to upgrade our own exclusive content for our viewers. And of course, we want to improve our network of TV channels. That's a very big and important part of our business. This is our financial plan and capital needs. And we want to involve or engage $3.3 million for stake in our business. And it's very important that up to 50% of this budget could be covered by Skolkovo Foundation gratis. It's really important, as my opinion, for the investment community. And about exit strategy, I'm sure that we can provide return on the investments 6 or 7 times in near future, 3 or 4 years. And the same deals like VOD services, global mobile operators, or magical operators, it could be our potential big guys on this market. So, dear partners, thank you for your attention, and let's make TV great again. Thank you.
Very energizing. Very energizing. Thank you very much, Alexander. Thanks for joining and sharing the
It's TV. I need to
be. It is TV. Yes, indeed.
Oh, sorry. I need to stop.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Okay.
Sure.
Wow. Yeah.
All questions will be after the show. Yeah, I'm right.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Alessia, moderator, is collecting all the questions and interest into more detailed about Vintera and any other startup. So please address it in the chat, contact Alessia, let us know what you think, but I believe Vintera is a great project. Plus, it's a running business. Right?
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Alexander. All right.
So
next we have a revolutionary invention about swimming like dolphins. Alexei Pak.
Wow. Yeah, I want to hear that one.
Alexei will be represented by Lola Kushnarazova.
Yeah. Lola and Alexei, are you here? I can see Alexei is here, but his mic is off and camera is off. But I can hear Lola is there.
Yes, Lola.
Yes, I'm here. I can start?
Sure. Can you please present the screen?
Yes, let's go.
Okay. Lola, you're still around? I think we lost Lola. Alexei is here. Hi, Alexei.
Hello.
How are you?
Everyone.
Hi.
I'm Alexei Pak. I'm author of the project Exoskeleton for the use in the water.
Sure. So Alexei Pak is the inventor of the skeleton swimming set, and Lola will be pitching his presentation on his behalf.
Yes.
So we lost Lola.
Is Lola coming back? Okay, so shall we move as agreed?
Yes.
Let's move to the next startup to save time.
Exactly.
And then whenever Lola is back, we'll just continue.
Sure. Let's move on to Lourdes Alam, founder of Art Smiley. Lourdes, are you around? Hey, here he is. Can you please unmute your microphone, Lourdes, and start presenting your PowerPoint presentation?
Sure. Thank you, Munir.
Welcome.
Wait 1 second.
We'll wait 5 seconds and move to the next startup. Everything is okay, Lord? Yeah. There you go.
Just 1 second. Now it's visible to everybody?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
We can hear some buzzing sound, some background buzzing sound. Please make sure the flow is going. Okay, great. Please move on.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Lourd Alam. I'm the CEO of ArtSmiley. We're a Dubai-based business registered in Silicon Oasis.
Lord, we cannot hear you. Lord, the sound from your side is disconnecting. Can you please try to fix the sound issue? No, we cannot hear you, Lord. Maybe you can disconnect your headphone or something. No, still not. I think it's an internet connection, Lord. Okay. Lord, can you please make a last attempt? And if the sound is still not fixed, we'll have to move on to another startup and get back to you later. Okay? No, I believe it's still not working. Can you please stop sharing your screen, Lord? Please don't take it personally. We'll get back to you, no worries. Let's move on to the next startup for the sake of time. Lokesh Ashwani from Down to Earth. Lokesh, are you around?
Yes, I am, Munir.
Yes, over to you.
Good evening. I'm good. Good evening, His Excellency, His Highness, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a nice evening so far. I'll quickly get on to my presentation.
Sure. Thank you. Hopefully it will work this time.
Yep.
Okay.
Once again, good evening. My name is Lokesh Aswani and I'm representing a company by the name Down to Earth. We are into organic food products based here in Dubai. Since the last 9 years, we have set up in 2011. And since then, we have seen a series of achievements that have come across to us. We have, under the same brand, we have increased from just a handful of products to about 175 products, which we are sourcing from 6 different countries. And all of them are certified organic. We have our own company-owned store, and we are predominantly quite strong in the HoReCa segment.
So HoReCa, for our audience, stands for hotel, restaurants, and cafe, right?
That's right. That's
okay.
The food service, the hotels, restaurants, and catering.
Sure.
More recently, given the current situation, COVID and Corona, we have over the last couple of months seen spectacular growth on e-commerce platforms, specifically Amazon and Noon. And that's where we would like to head forward for the next coming couple of years. Just to give a quick overview of what the market looks like here in UAE. UAE is estimated to have a projected market of about $100 million for organic packaged food products. And we are one of the earliest players to be in this market. Other players I've mentioned as on the screen, Organic Foods and Cafe, Earth's Finest, Earth Goods. The only significant difference between us and the players existing in the market who have been in the market for very long is we are a completely UAE-owned, UAE-based company, and the brand is UAE-based. What's happening is most brands are importing products from the US, from UK, from Australia, and these are products which are already present there. However, we source the products from different markets and we brand it under our own brand, which is a UAE-based brand. And that gives us a slight advantage because we have an understanding of what the local requirements are. So there's a huge chunk of Arabic and Asian consumers who have different food patterns when compared to Europe and US. So that gives us a leading edge. Me, myself, have been born and raised here, have an understanding of how the local food patterns work. Further, we have built up a very strong supplier relationship over the last 7-8 years, and our supply chain is phenomenally strong. why we are here is we are looking at a growth plan for the coming years, and I'm sure, as all of you are aware, organic is the industry to be in terms of food. So very quickly, our plan our plan is in 3 stages. One is a local growth plan, second is a regional, and third is an international growth plan. I would love to see a brand of products coming in from UAE and being sold in the US and the UK markets. That will be a matter of pride. As we see the local growth plan, we plan to increase rapidly the number of products. We are planning to double the range within the next 12 months. We are planning to set up 5 more stores in the next 12 months. And again, we have seen, as I mentioned, that we have seen about a 20 times growth on e-commerce platforms, and we want to really capitalize on that. As for the regional plan, we would love to get into other markets around UAE, that is Saudi, Bahrain, Kuwait. And these are phenomenal markets with a huge potential, with very few players. So there's a huge market to explore. It just has to be done. Finally, as I mentioned, our goal is to go from UAE globally. I've already started work on the company in Singapore, and I've already set up a company in the United States. And very shortly, as we are working on this, as investment comes in, very shortly we are planning to get our products going to places, specifically United States and Singapore. Over the last 5 years, I mean, I'm just giving a snapshot. Over the last 5 years, we've seen roughly about a turnover of about 2.5 million based here in Dubai. That's the only market we are catering to. And we hope to double it very shortly. I mean, this is just going to be a very, very large jump within a very short span. Within a year or two, we are planning to double the turnover. This is what we are looking at as an investment. We have 2 scenarios. As I mentioned, the 3 growth plans. So in the scenario number 1, we will be looking at the local growth plan. Sure. And in scenario 2, we will be looking at the regional and the international growth plan. The scenario 1 is about 1.5 million, and the scenario is about scenario 2 is about 2.5 million. That is in UAE dirhams. Mm-hmm. That's it from my end. I've tried to keep it crisp and short.
Thank you very much. That was
Lokesh
Ashwani from Down to Earth Organic Products. Thank you. Lokesh, have you secured any contract with any hypermarket, supermarket stores? Can you please mention to the audience?
We're currently working with Spinneys and Choithrams, Monir. We would love to get into Carrefour's, but not yet.
Okay, so you already secured contract with Spinneys, and thank you. Good. Yes. All the inquiries, please address to Olesya Gavrilova for investing in Lokesh Ashwani. Back to you, Timur.
Just a small note to support everyone who already presented their startups, so still waiting to present. Even though that some of the participants left already, please don't worry because all of them left.
Your microphone is making a lot of noise. Yeah, so yes, it's echoing. So what you're trying to say, Timur, I'm just trying to back you up there. Yeah. Some of the participants have left, but they will be back soon. Some of them had a break, had lunch, go for their prayers, and they will be back joining us. So no panic, everyone. Everything is under control. Thank you very much, Lokesh Ashwani, for your presentation, and all the inquiries will go to Olesya Gavrilova for the private room talks. Let's move on to the next startup, which is, I believe, let's see, Anastasia Shapstov.
We have Alexei back.
Alexei is back?
Alexei is back and Lola is back, I believe.
Okay. So we pray for you, Lola. Hopefully this time technical aspects will be recovered.
Sorry for technical issues. I hope now it will not be repeated. So sure. Let me share the screen.
Yes.
Is it visible now? Everything is okay? We're connected?
Sounds to be working.
Good, great. Let me introduce myself. My name is Lola. I would like to present you our project, Reagit, exoskeleton for use in the water. Here you can see on this slide the creator of this project, Mr. Alexey Pak. I guess he is here. Mr. Alexey, are you with us?
Yes, he's here.
Hello, everyone. I'm Alexey Pak. I present our project, Reagit project exoskeleton for the use in the water.
Yes, so let me continue.
Sure.
Ever since people always wanted to swim and swim quickly. Our project, the exoskeleton Reagit, is aimed at creating a device that would enhance human capabilities. Swimmer can swim faster and longer with an exoskeleton. On this slide, you can see the kinematic model. Those who swim with flippers can understand that with flippers it's much easier to swim than without. Swimming at 20-30 kilometers per hour is quite possible for a human. All you need is an external source of strength, which is available with our exoskeleton. When we started to work on this project, it was clear that there are other creators who also work in this field. We learned from public sources that this project is only at the level of sketches and belongs only to military technology. So far, this is the only information which we have. So we started to work on two things, the exoskeleton with monoflipper, which is shown here on this slide, and with two flippers. How we are planning to get into the market? To get into the market, we are planning to collaborate with famous athletes who will be interested in our project. For example, Michael Phelps. After finishing his sports career, it is a good opportunity for him to reveal his career, and our business offer will be very profitable for him. Maybe on this collaboration, we will create a new sport in Olympic Games. Since we didn't find any analogs to our project, we decided to compare our project with sport gadgets and aquatic entertainment devices. Here on this slide, you can see different models of different devices. And based on this comparison, we realized the benefits of our idea is really great. Our exoskeleton will be controlled by swimmers' muscles and will enhance swimmers' physical capacity. Comparing in details, comparison of the exoskeleton with the Seabob, for example, this device has a power of starting from 2 and 5 kilowatts, the engine of this device, 2 and 5 kilowatts. And speed will be up to 14 kilometers only. But our exoskeleton has the power 1 and 5 kilowatts, and you can reach speed 20-30 kilometers per hour, depending on swimmers' training. So our business model, we are planning to open an assembly factory in Dubai because it's more convenient in terms of logistics and proximity to the countries which has access to open water. Spare parts we are planning to buy from Russia and China. Once we'll start our sales, we're expecting competitors also, and we are ready to meet the demand and produce of new modification of exoskeleton on constant base. Our financial planning, within 5 years, we are planning to expect profit about 37 million. And this forecast is rather pessimistic because we are expecting more. Our device is really unique and there are no any other analogs in the world. Investment which we are needed amount is around $350,000 for the beginning. After first sale, we can understand whether this amount of investment is not enough or we need more. And approval of our project, we already get a lot of confirmation of approval of our project. For example, the Foundation of Advanced Research under the Russian Ministry of Defense. Such organizations like Marinet Industries, which is a maritime industry and autonomous non-profit organization, which supports the development of 5 technologies, they also approved our device and they realize that our project is really good and they're ready to support us in applying for any different grants. Free Diving Association also, they approved our device and they're ready to take part in researches and testing and ready to present this device on in their official events. And coming back to our team, in the middle of this photo, you can see the creator of our, thank you very much, the creator of this project, and we are ready to increase our team.
Thank you so much, Lola. And Alexei Pak.
Thank you very much.
For the skeleton swimming revolution. So great presentation.
Thank you everyone for listening, for giving a chance to present this project, and I'm ready to answer to all questions and welcoming all of you to involve in this very interesting project.
And thank you, Alexei, for
thank you very much.
Thank you, Alexei, for transferring us to Michael Phelps, thanks to this revolutionary product. All the inquiries, investment inquiries, please address to Olesya, sorry for misspelling your name, Gavrilova, and we'll take the conversation further. Should we move on, Timur, to the next startup? Yeah.
We have Lourd Alam. He have fixed his device, and just to tell everyone that I believe that everyone is tired, but just we have another. We have Lourd and another 2 startups to come up on board, and that's it for today. So
it's going to be yeah. Thank you, Timur. It's going to end earlier than expected, and we'll take the conversation further. Lourd, are you now ready for war?
Yeah, I hope Munir, you can able to listen me, right?
Yes, loud and clear.
Yeah, thank you. I think I have a system problem earlier. Apologies to everybody.
Sure.
Just let me get to the presentation now.
Sure. There you go. Glad you sorted your issues.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for that. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lourd Alam. I'm the CEO of ArtSmiley. The traditional art market is predominantly controlled by art galleries, which are always not accessible to upcoming artists. They are often perceived as high-end, high-cost spaces only suited for few. As this leaves, emerging artists have no easy way to sell their arts and gain exposure. On the other side, finding good quality and affordable pieces of artworks is not always easy. Also, there are no economical options for those who want to decorate their walls on a regular basis. Good news, ArtSmiley addresses these problems. ArtSmiley is a multi-sided online community where we connect both artists and art buyers together in one platform. Artists can sell and rent their paintings, and buyers can view, buy, or rent their choice of painting from large collection. We consider ourselves as Amazon of artworks. Our platform is very user-friendly, where artists can register their profiles and upload their artworks. It goes to the curator for approval, then it will be submitted to the public domain. Art buyers can search their favorite artwork and buy within few clicks, and the painting can be delivered to their doorsteps without any hassle. The art market has a huge opportunity, and it has globally $64.1 billion in 2019, in which online market share is around $5.9 billion, equivalent to 9%. And ArtSmiley is targeting 1% of this market in next 5 years, which is equivalent to $59 million. The online art market is growing rapidly and expected to be double in 5 years, from $4.64 billion in 2018 to $9.32 billion in 2024. And after COVID, the situation will be much faster to grow into, a lot of galleries are closing down, and I believe the online market is the future and it grows much faster. And on the other side, we have art decor. Wall art decor market is around $51 billion in 2018, expected to grow 9% in the next 5 years. And ArtSmiley products, actually complement and reach out to the broader sector of audience in wall art decor as well. Our business model is very simple. We take commission on every transaction. We take 35% commission on each sale of the painting and 50% commission on art rentals. We expected to make 37,000 transactions in the next 5 years, and each transaction at an average value of $1,600. That is equivalent to $59 million. And this is our projected revenue in the next 5 years. Our market adoption strategy lies in 3 pillars. The main purpose of these is actually to increase our audience and reach out to the more art buyers from home decor to the corporate businesses. And we would love to participate in art fairs and to also partnership with artists, art galleries, and auction houses. We also have a team of digital marketing, and we will be more focused on digital marketing, especially social media, Google AdWords, email marketing, etc. All this will result in increasing our art buyers and help us to reach out to the collectors, art buyers, and also to number of artists around the world. We have different types of competitors in different segments. However, both online and offline. In online, we mainly considered as our competitors Saatchi Art from US and Art.com from US, and also Artsy from UK and Rise Art from UK. There are on the higher end like Sotheby's and Christie's are the high-end auction platforms. However, ArtSmiley will be competing at the lower end fine art. ArtSmiley competitive advantage. We are first to market in the art rentals in the region, and we also have collaborations with universities and colleges and local communities to showcase unique and unseen works from the hidden talent. We also would love to use blockchain technology to authenticate art to ensure that the transparency in the art is, it is there, and we ensure the authenticity. And we have an experienced team of people, and we have an average 15 years experience in each of our business domain. And we also have a team of curator across the regions who is headed by Vikash Kumar. He's our art curator and consultant who help us and who also screen all the paintings that are displayed in our platform. With the availability of funds, ArtSmiley expected to make a revenue of $2 million in year 1, and it's expected to grow over $60 million in year 5, with a compound annual growth rate of 131% in revenue and 105% in profits. And we expect it to make an internal rate of return of 51%. ArtSmiley is looking for an investment of $1 million to finance 12 months of operations and to achieve 1,200 transactions in ArtSmiley that is relates to over $2 million of revenue. The funds will be mainly used for website upgrade of our website and app development with the use of latest technologies, including AI and blockchain, and also to do on marketing and promotions. We also like to hire critical resources in the IT. Overall, ArtSmiley having early traction. We're already started generating revenues, and we have over 1,300 artists from 50 countries. ArtSmiley business is easily scalable globally, and with the adoption of blockchain and AI technologies, will have competitive edge. Being first to introduce an art rentals into the market will put us ahead of our competition. In conclusion, ArtSmiley is well positioned to lead the market, considering the growth of online market and lack of similar options in the Middle East and South Asia. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Noor Dalan from ArtSmiley. Great presentation.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All the queries.
Waiting.
Sure. Yeah. So, any remarks, any investment inquiries towards Noor Dalan's project ArtSmiley, please address to Olesya Gavrilova for your demands, and we'll make sure it's treated accordingly. Let's move on to the next up, Timur.
Yeah, the next one is Nikolai Prokopiev.
Nikolai Prokopiev from Paywalk. From Paywalk.
Yes. Just want to give credits to all our investors and advisors who are still with us. Thank you very much for sticking to the platform. I understand that everyone wanted to go for a small coffee break, but we here, and we together with Munir building up a community where everyone can network and help to each other, whether start business, scale business up. So thanks to everyone one more time.
Yeah, thank you very
Nikolai,
much.
back to you.
Thanks so much. Let me share my screen.
Yep.
Nikolai Prokopiev from Paywalk.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for the chance to present, and I hope you're going to enjoy the presentation. So my name is Nikolai Prokopiev. I'm the founder and CEO of Paywalk. And the issue we found and we are challenging is that with the COVID-19 pandemic, we saw that organizations across the globe are not quite ready to provide their set of services in a digital manner. And some of the reasons we have identified are the costs associated with integration, as well as the complexity and the long-lasting process of the integration, as well, and last but not least, is the relatively high cost per digital transaction. And in order to solve all those issues and challenges, we have created a B2B SaaS platform that works as a digital service provider, and we bring all the market leaders into a single platform for KYC and AML, e-signature, open banking, payments, and BaaS services. And in order to do that, we also give you tools for our customers to integrate with us as a SDK catalog with all the APIs you need, a white label solution for mobile and web, and a self-service portal to manage your services. Our business model is quite straightforward. We are across all services we are offering, like digital, open banking, BaaS, and payments. We have a main transaction fee, as well as one-time setup fee, and an annual fee. Our market that we are currently in is estimated approximately of 10 billion euro, and the growth is expected to go to up to 45 billion euro in just 6 years' time. Our strategy to enter the market, and we are originally targeting Switzerland, UK, Luxembourg, US, and the Middle East, is a mixture of networking, in-house marketing, email, and paid brand promotion, as well as strongly using the digital channels and the social media. Our competitors, some of them listed here, like the Zobet, Roulea, or Reapily, are already established brands on the market. However, they are focusing only on providing one or two services, and we are offering, as you can see in our competitive advantages, we are a first mover to offer a SaaS platform that acts as a service aggregator. Our company is based in Luxembourg, one of the few countries still in the world with a credit rating of AAA. It's politically stable, and it has one of the most secure data centers in the world. Last but not least, our team has 18+ years of experience in delivering various projects for big organizations like ING, UBS, UNICEF, and so on. Our financial planning is that in year 5, we will reach a revenue of approximately $10 million US dollars and net profit of approximately 5 million. We are looking for an investment of 700,000 euro against approximately 8% equity to cover and to finish development and integration, our infrastructure, set up sales and marketing, make sure that we are legal and compliant and ready to onboard our first customers. Also, please here meet the team, myself, Alexander Yovchev, and Nikola Tanev, who are the technology and the media side. Overall, as mentioned, Paywalk is based in Luxembourg, so we are regulated by Luxembourg laws and EU regulations. And the product is a first mover SaaS platform that works as a service aggregator for digital services in the fintech area. Thanks so much for joining.
Thank you, Nikolai. If you can please stop sharing your presentation. All the questions related to Nikolai Prokopiev's project should please go to Alessia Gavrilova, our moderator, and such as the investment deals and offers. Thank you very much, Nikolai, for your presentation. Back to you, Timur.
Thank you.
Should we move on to the next part?
Yes, as I can see some sleepy faces.
No, we're still on. Coffee.
Yeah, of course we are on.
Coffee.
Yeah, you're all welcome to grab the coffee.
Energy drink.
Yes. Okay, so who do we have next?
So next, I believe from, if I'm not mistaken, Nikita from Poland. Nikita Golin. Hi, Nikita.
Hi.
How are you?
Hi, everyone. Hi. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. I'm in Berlin, in Germany.
Oh, in Germany. Okay, sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
Nikita has
No worries.
you requested to do it earlier, so you are doing it earlier.
Perfect. Yeah, that sounds fantastic. Right. Well, without further ado, let me share my screen.
Yeah.
Patient and
it's loading. Fingers crossed. There we
I'm
go.
going to. Right.
Yes. You all
Do
set.
you see it?
Sure.
Yeah.
We can see.
Thank you very much, Nikita.
Perfect.
Next.
Thanks, Timur. Yeah.
Timur, you sound like you wanted to do the presentation on behalf of Nikita. What happened? Feel excited.
I was about to say, thank you, Nikita. Let's move to the next one.
Yeah, well, hold your horses, Nikki. Timur. Let's go.
Right. So, yeah, thank you very much for inviting me. It's a pleasure to be here. As I mentioned, my name is Nikita Gulin. I'm originally from Russia, but our business is based in Germany and Chile. And we work in climate analytics, specifically applied to agriculture and food supply chain. What are the current problems? The problem is that a lot of the climate monitoring and climate analysis that you absolutely have to do when you grow any crops, or if you want to forecast crop production, is done very manually. It's done manually, or it's split across multiple IT infrastructures. And as a result of it, we live in the world where over 50% of our water is wasted on over-irrigation. Just in Europe in 2017, 3.3 billion euros were lost to frost. And about 40% of our crops are lost, or food production is lost in the supply chain because of poor planning. The solution is quite straightforward, is to monitor, analyze, and make forecasts based on microclimate information from the field. And we are advancing this topic through a patented soil sensor, and I have it here. I can show it to you. It's a soil moisture and soil temperature sensor. It is extremely affordable, so we're coming out at 3 to 5 times more affordable than the rest of the market. It is much easier to install, and we have a patent that covers 3 different elements of the sensor design. And we also provide a platform and data analysis integrations. And currently we've integrated with SAP, with Wisecon in Chile, and with Meter Group in Germany. We provide, due to the innovative nature of our sensor and the cost structure, we're able to provide a new business model in the market where we set up all of the sensor infrastructure as a service. So we don't sell any devices. We set up the infrastructure, we collect data, and we provide ongoing support and charge for an for a subscription. And that strategy has worked really well for us so far. We've started in Germany and also in Chile. Germany being the biggest importer of fruit and vegetable in the European Union, and Chile one of the largest exporters of fruits and vegetables across the entire world. And through those connections, we've started working with some of the top customers in the industry, like Dole, Bayer, Unifruti, and some big food producers like Stork, which is a chocolate manufacturer. And our current pipeline of existing customers is already at 12.5 million. So that is the customer potential as we roll out with the same customers over time. We do have competition in certain elements of the solution. So for example, on the sensor side, there are many different climate sensors. However, we don't have any competition in the soil sensor. Our soil sensor is one of the most usable and affordable. And we actually integrate other companies' sensors into the platform. And microclimate effects on supply chains is a very new topic. There are a couple of startups, Trellis or Servest, that do it on a macro scale. So analyzing kind of satellite level view. We do it on plot level. So wherever you grow, we provide analysis per your specific variety in these microclimate conditions that are facing it. The way we differentiate, again, we integrate our climate analytics with different ERP systems. Like I mentioned, SAP is one example. We provide a much more affordable entrance to start working with technology. And therefore that accelerates our rollout. We provide a lot of automations in terms of adapting to variety, to soil type, to microclimate conditions. We are the first ones to provide a highly accurate yield forecasting method, particularly for specialty crops like fruits, vegetables, nuts. And we do a lot of crop protection recommendations based on our disease and frost algorithms. We are a team of 10 people at the moment. However, the management team is me. I'm a CEO and co-founder. My co-founder Sergio is our CTO. He's a software engineer with a lot of experience. And Adolfo is an agronomist, worked at large institutions, and now joined us as a chief agronomist. And we are planning to scale in this year and the upcoming year. Despite COVID, agriculture industry was not as heavily hit as some other industries, primarily because we all need food and climate change is still a big topic that is not affected by COVID. We expect to generate over 25 million in revenues in the next in year 5 from now. To achieve that, we're looking for a 1.2 million investment. We're already cash flow positive, so we're selling in Germany and in Chile, and we would like to expand in different regions, including the GCC region. So we're looking for an investor who can not only provide capital, but also network and ability to roll it out in the respective regions. Thank you very much. We've been financed through a lot of through our own revenues and some government grants. So we work with some of the best customers and received a number of awards over the past 4 years of our existence. And we would like to scale as fast as possible, and hopefully someone joins us on this journey. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Nikita, for your presentation. It's great. Yeah. And good news, we already have a potential investment offer for you. Olesya is gathering the requests, and
yes, indeed.
We'll get back to you very quickly.
Just remembering words of Dr. Sanjar, when it comes down, when you say that we're already profitable and cashable, it's also good to know for the investor how much money you generated last year up to now, just to understand what is the evaluation problem. But I believe what Dr. Sanjar was referring to as well, that you can always get an IP on board, even though you are protected with different patents, but IP can help you to evaluate the company in general. I mean, just a small comment. We can believe, Munir, if I'm not mistaken, we have Vyacheslav, who is presented by Soba.
Right now?
The next one. Yeah.
Just 1 minute. We have actually, it will be, well, yeah, we have Jerry Azakman from Star World, and we have Slava Kolchenko from Nagrotech.
Slava is Vyacheslav. Sorry for my Russian. Slava is Vyacheslav. Vyacheslav is the full name, and Slava is the short name. But yes, you are completely right. So who goes first?
Actually, before, I think we have Sebastian Tarta from Happy Holidays, because he's been on. He was booked for earlier. Yeah, he was booked for earlier, and please let's allow Sebastian to make his presentation live from Barcelona. Hola, Sebastian, ¿qué tal? Sebastian, can you please unmute your microphone, Mr. Tarta?
Do you hear me now?
Claro que sí. Please.
Oh, very good. Just give me a minute, please.
Claro, puedes empezar.
Okay. Now I'm here. Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Perfect. So good evening, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, thank you for your time. My name is Sebastian Tarta. I'm the founder of Happy Holiday Time. I found this company for 3 reasons.
Just 1 minute. I think Mr. Starkman is showing his screen. Mr. Jerry, can you please stop sharing your screen since Mr. Sebastian is currently present? Yes, thank you. Please, Sebastian, move on.
It's okay now?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So I found this company for 3 reasons. The first one, I love to solve problems and challenge myself. The second one, I love to help people. And the last one, I learn to become a better person every day. So what's the problem then? The problem is we do not have a platform to connect customers with the best of each city. Save time and money when people travel. The solutions, any problem in the world have a solution. In this case, the solution is our platform, which select the best companies that provide high quality services and for tourists and local people. About our products and services, we offer different options: helicopter tours, restaurants, experiences, boats, luxury cars, and many more. Also, we offer a lot of information about the best places to visit, where to have shopping, and many more for free from our customers. How do we make money? Now it's very simple. We have 2 options. The first one, we take at least 10% commission on each transaction. And the second one, it's with our automatic touristic tours, which I will give you more information later about. About sales and marketing, we will use a massive online marketing campaign. Definitely we need to build a big team marketing, because we don't have any person with this in this area. About competitors, definitely we have competitors, but let me tell you why we are different in this market. Because we have a new technology at 50%, to be honest. Imagine that you need to book a touristic tour. Then you will spend your time with a guide and a small group, which is not very comfortable. That is not going to happen anymore very soon. Then, because we developed a new technology which gives us the possibility to make touristic tours without to be necessary a guide. In this company, in this project, we are only me and my business partner, which is my technical manager. As I say, we need to build a marketing team too. Our goals are to build more than 1 million in the second year, given the pandemic situation, unfortunately. And about investment, it is necessary to invest in different areas and open new cities. That gives us the possibility to become a strong company in the market. There is necessary a total investment of 300,000 euros. We will use this money to build all these companies, all these departments, as you can see. Happy Holiday Time do not dedicate time only to connect customers with the best local activities. This is a win-to-win from everybody. We are innovating new technology to solve problems and facilitate people's life. So thank you.
Muchas gracias, Sebastian Tarta, live from Barcelona with the virtual tourist guide platform and solution. Back to you, Timur. Can you please, Sebastian,
just wanted
stop
to
sharing the
add,
screen?
just wanted to add on behalf of Sebastian that there is a unique solution which he was not willing to share on public. He wanted to do it privately with the interested investor. Whoever is interested into travel and tourism market, yes, you can book a private room with him so he can share that finally. Because I'm also excited to know.
Sure. Yes.
So far I don't.
I know what he has under his hat. Sebastian, muchas gracias. Thank you. Let's move on.
So Jerry and then Vyacheslav.
Yes, Jerry Azarkman, live from US. Jerry, can you hear us, Mr. Azarkman?
Jerry was trying to share his screen maybe 10
Sorry,
times.
Jerry,
Yes.
we interrupted you.
Yes, can you guys hear me? Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
All right, perfect. Thank you very much, everybody. I'm the founder of Star Financials, a company in California that's expanding globally. Star Financial providing financial